Dean, something magical happened this week.
Oh, yeah?
Absolutely magical. Now, on Apple Podcast, they have qualifiers under every show in the details section, and it kind of tells you how often the show uploads.
Yeah.
And, you know, back then it was like weekly, and then we kind of, you know, got small talk, and then it was like semi-weekly. And we've been on semi-weekly for the longest time, right? Uploading several times a week. Finally, we got daily, which means we upload episodes like, I think it's like 3 or 4 times a week to qualify.
Nice.
And that to me was like the absolute coolest thing that's ever happened.
Yeah, we do. We put in a lot of work here.
Congrats, boys.
Are you an angel?
What?
An angel. I heard the deep space pilots talk about them. They're the most beautiful creatures in the universe.
Hello there.
We are tonight's entertainment.
We would be honored if you would join us.
He's got a billion toys.
You brought in the doll collection.
These are not dolls, Jim. These are commodities. Same as gold or oil.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You are now listening to the Collecting Weekly podcast.
This is the true form of floor gang right here. Very nice. YouTube.com/collectingweekly. Thank you very much. That's very cool. Big.
Hey guys, my name is Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Mario.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Jonathan.
I'm Danny.
Welcome to this week's episode of Collecting Weekly. It's a weekly podcast where my friends and I talk about the things that matter the most to us. Emphasis on us this week in collecting.
Yeah, we want to take a second to thank our friends over at Waterscraft here at 1-6 Corner for sponsoring tonight's episode.
We have an absolutely incredible show for you guys planned tonight. I'm so glad we went live last Monday because this would have been like a 12-hour show. We're talking Sideshow Con Day 1, some other cool 1/6 scale figures, and 2 very exciting discussions. Before we get into it, let's kick it off with the world's favorite podcast segment.
Yeah, you guys ready?
Yes.
It's new this week.
Yeah. What'd you get new this week? So I had a pretty good week. One day late, so it's supposed to be here yesterday, but I got my Moonlight Studio Nier Automata 2B statue, or aka Sexy Android, as it is on the box, because it's unlicensed. But holy shit, guys, this thing is... It's a quarter scale, and it's amazing. She's a little sexy. A lot of sexy, actually. If you watched the unboxing right before the show, yeah.
Yeah, I think that left hand works better with the skirt because it's like holding it down, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's molded that way, actually.
Yeah.
When I was looking at it, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, you can't use the other arm with it. I thought you could, but you can't.
So how was it putting that skirt on? Well, you had
It's a
little
pain in the
difficulty?
ass. Yeah, and I'm not 100% convinced that it's done properly. Because I got it on there, and then when I put the other arms in, it like twisted the torso out a little bit. So I got to futz with it a lot. So
Futzing stream?
Ooh.
Futzing stream.
I'm telling you, that's the next big thing in the hobby. Futzing streams, baby.
Yeah. But I believe that's all I got. I do have something coming tomorrow, but we'll save that for next week. Yeah, so that'll be cool. That's another statue. So.
Wow. Who else got something cool this week?
Dude, he gets one and then all of a sudden he's getting them every week. You see this guy?
God, he's the new statue guy.
I picked up a new boom arm. Got the new boom arm this week.
Oh, let me see it, John.
Gonna get that set up. Well, it's
What?
just a box.
All right, grinds my gears at the beginning of the show. People get equipment, they wait like 3 weeks to set it up.
Wow. Grinds your gears is people on the show have lives, but that's okay.
You texted me one day, said you were so bored, you had nothing to do. I was
Yeah, right. Okay, let's see it.
Take 8
Where's
minutes.
the text?
I'll fucking pull it up right now.
Pull it
You
up right
literally
now.
said I'm so bored.
Yeah, but
I have
then
nothing to stream for 4 days in a row.
Okay, but I'm so bored. Doesn't mean I'm bored enough to go set up a boom arm. Wow. Well, I mean, if you want to stream, you got to
It takes literally
set up,
it
don't
literally
you?
takes
Well,
like
I'm
20
streaming
seconds
right now,
to-
am I not?
But you could be streaming better.
I could be. Oh, the boom affects the quality of the microphone. Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry.
The proximity of.
I forgot. The proximity. If I put this mic any closer, I might as well just shove it up my ass and talk right through it.
Wow.
That's for a different stream, but
Oh, you're on timeout, John. You're in a mood.
Aw.
he gets a haircut. He acts like he's the boss now.
be
Anyone else get anything
Oh, he
cool
got a
today?
hair. Wait, was that John's new this week? Is a haircut?
Look at that.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Dashing, bro.
Hey,
Holy shit!
Wow.
I don't think anybody noticed that. Because
Zach
I'm
noticed
so used to the
immediately.
headphones like holding his hair down. So
Nah, I noticed immediately.
that's
Zach
nice.
noticed.
I
He's
usually
like,
have
yo,
a
John got a
pound.
haircut? And I was like, huh? What do you mean?
Yeah, I didn't-
Anyways,
I got some new stuff. I got
What'd you get?
I went to a little toy show on Sunday, in Simi Valley. It's like 20 minutes from where I live. And it was a cool toy show. It's mostly like just pretty much a swap meet, toy booths and stuff. But there was like some, I guess celebrities there. It was like the Beast Morphers Power Rangers cast was there, so like that was pretty popular, I guess, for
Yo.
certain people.
Beast Morphers sounds dirty.
they're like, yo, we will pay you to take a picture with us.
I don't know, man, but their girlfriends were hot. Like,
Wow.
there was so many hot girls in that Beast Morphers. I was like, dude, I don't even care about the Beast Morphers. I just need to be in this room. But I got
Dude, Eddie was like, it's morphin' time.
yeah, Adriana, don't watch. I got this art print because I love this song on Deadpool 2 and I love this music video. And when I first got my Deadpool hot toy, this is how I posed him with the heels and everything. Because this, if you watch this music video, it's fucking hilarious.
You nasty, bro.
Is that the Lady Galadriel?
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's exactly who it is. It's actually a crossover.
Celine Dion.
Multiverse. Yeah.
Wow.
Celine Dion.
Let's check in on the chat. We have DA Collector,
Oh, yeah, I got
Danny
a
Lee,
new-
Can't talk
Brenton.
about the
We'll
other
talk
stuff I
about the
got,
new
or-
in 1 second. You guys started featuring comments. I was like, let me start reading these comments. We got Equan, Rome Ross. What's up, Rome? Alvin J. I'm not even gonna attempt. I don't want to.
Tukahati 3.
Pablo Meza,
That's
Sean
Taika
Usby,
Waititi,
What
dude.
James C, John Ortiz. Jesus, we got John in the chat. Joe P. Let's see who else we got here. Red Wolf.
Red Wolf, I did not pick up the VF1D.
Sean Usby says, I'd set up a boom arm for you, Zach. I respect you unlike other folks. What a fucking...
Wow.
He was
Wow.
he respects
His
you, but he
ass.
was talking all kinds of shit in the chat today. On
Exactly.
What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Sean, I won't forget. You voted Ox Air as the third most sticker you would choose, so fuck
Sounds,
you. England is back.
One of those backs.
Eddie, what else did you get today?
So
this
I got
week?
that. I
I
got.
didn't get to answer Hugh.
Go ahead.
Yes,
answer
Hugh
me.
is my first statue.
I got this.
A live unboxing? What the hell?
It's like ASMR tape.
This. So the storyboard artist for Gargoyles and like He-Man and a bunch of other shows that he did, he was there, and I got him to do a commission of the whole Gargoyles line. Like really cool.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
What's his name?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
What's the
Michael
jalapeno?
Swanigan. Michael Swanigan? Pretty sure that's what it was, but
No jalapeno?
no jalapeno.
Is he still alive?
No jalapeno, dude. I don't even remember that episode. Do you really remember that episode?
It's a big deal, bro.
Yeah, I pulled it up on the show the other day.
And then I got 2 Black Series, some good like retail. This one was the cool one. This one is hard to find, the Super Commando, so I got that one, and then I got another Elite Squad Trooper.
Wait, that Darth Maul Commando is hard to get?
It's harder to find. It's like the most sought after one from that wave, I think. So
Oh, really?
why, you got it?
I bought it by accident.
Dude, you motherfucker, you didn't even say nothing. I could have. No, that's cool.
Well,
I
bought 'em
paid
from
$20
that-
for this.
I think the Walmart when
Really?
Mario
Yeah, this
like sent
one-
links or something,
Yeah.
and I bought Ahsoka, and then I just threw in that one.
Wow.
Why did you accidentally do that?
I think I had to get to a certain price to get free shipping.
Danny's like, I hope I don't fall. Add that shit to the cart.
Yeah, that one's a pretty good one, Danny. So
It's
you
like
could
shipping's
definitely sell it
$15,
and-
or if you buy $40 more, you get free shipping.
Exactly.
And you fell for
That's
it.
how they get me.
What did you get,
They
Danny?
get you.
I just got in today a Marvel Age Annual number 4, 9.8 Arthur Adams.
You and those 9.8s, eh? Holy man.
Yeah.
Does that book have any significance, or is that just?
I just like the cover because it's got
everybody.
Some like it's not the main X-Men cast. It's got a lot of obscure characters.
Who's the red? The red Captain Britain or the one right?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Captain Britain.
Okay.
I like the rogue there above Wolverine.
Fuck that.
But yeah, I'm on a 9.8 tier.
Nice.
Do you own stuff that's not 9.8?
Yeah.
Or all your stuff's 9.8?
He just doesn't show it off.
Well, like certain comics I have, like the older stuff, it's you can't get 9.8.
I want to send the comics that Danny sent me. I want to send them in to get graded.
You
I don't
have
even
a
care what
0.5.
grade they come back. I just want to send them in because Danny gave
Hell
them
yeah,
to me.
dude.
Danny, don't you have a
Bless
0.5 Amazing Spider-Man #1?
No, I wish.
Oh, thought you had one.
I got three statues of Gandalf in this week. The Sideshow Premium format. We did a Futzing stream on that. I think it was Saturday, and it is absolutely fantastic. It had a few issues. I was able to correct those, but it's kind of scary working with a statue that has fabric because it's not like a 6-scale figure where you can like easily take it apart and undress it and kind of like isolate the things that are problematic. I'm sure if I tried hard enough, I could probably remove like the whole outfit, but I'm not that bold yet with statues. And then I also got the Sideshow Weta Gandalf and Shadowfax, and that one is a little bit smaller than I thought. I think it's probably closer to 6 scale. But Shadowfax is such a cool part of Lord of the Rings that like, and there's not really that many statues of him, so I think this is the biggest Shadowfax piece you can get. And then this one I've wanted for a while. I actually had it on pre-order, but I canceled it a few months ago. But it's the Sideshow the Iron Studios rather Gandalf, and I think it looks fantastic. We did an unboxing of this last night as a part of the retro unboxing. So if you want to check that out, definitely click that link there. I do plan to do some showcase videos on or actually all three of the Gandalf statues. But I still have to figure out how I'm going to shoot them because the first two are pretty large. But stay tuned for that. Hopefully we'll have a video up on the channel probably the next month or so once I get all the issues sorted out on the Sideshow Weta one.
I kind of feel like you need to have the Shadowfax one up high.
Yeah, it's probably one shelf lower than I want it to be, but the combined weight of both of them is like 30 pounds. Mm-hmm. And so I don't trust it. It's like one of those little silver stud things that you press into the little holes and then it kind of clicks into the shelf above it. I don't trust that. To answer Brenton's question, I talked to the reseller or the seller rather last night and then again this morning. We settled on a $50 partial refund, and we have some I picked up some clear detergent, like laundry detergent, and it actually worked real nicely on that stain. So it ended up not being like a permanent thing, and I was glad I was able to fix it. But we worked out a kind of a little bit of back and forth, but we settled on $50, and both of us were happy. James C says, "Gotta go to Breakfast Boys. Still on holiday. Back in the saddle next week. Have a great stream.
Take it easy, brother.
What
Have a good breakfast.
Guy."
Later, James.
Let's get into the news, starting with Sideshow Con. So they had day 1, day 2, and for this show, I think a lot of the day 2 stuff and all the statues, Mario's going to be covering that on In and Outs. They're doing a special Monday episode at the conclusion of Sideshow Con. So today we're just going to talk about the figures that were shown. So if you want to hear about the statues, you have to come back on Monday for that. But they started with the new and improved, what do you call this, Beskar Mando 2.0. And
Season 2.
I fucking hate everything about this, but it is a gorgeous figure. Like the idea behind making another one. This looks absolutely stunning. What do you think, Dean?
Yeah. I know a lot of people are upset, as they should be, about the proximity release of the original Beskar Mando. I'm one of the people that is super excited for it, so yeah, this thing looks fucking stunning, man. It's got everything you need, which is kind of disappointing for those other people, but yeah, I can't wait for it.
Hang on, Mario, I don't want to interrupt your take. We have breaking news. Apparently,
just
Justin
checked
mentioned
this.
in his
Accurate.
stream, and it's what? Yeah, Toys Wonderland was taken down allegedly by Sideshow.
I don't know how it's possible.
That's they're
What
just a
could they
retailer.
have done? Yeah.
I don't know, but it is taken down. Sorry about that. Go ahead, guys. I just wanted to break that news with people in the chat right now.
Not enough tips.
Jesus. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't tip, guys. If I can tip to keep the doors open.
We have to close our doors.
What do you think, Mario?
That's pretty sad. No, it looks great. It's the still rocking that sad looking sculpt, but I understand what. Well, no. I mean the sad expression on his face. He just looks. That's what I meant. The
He's
sculpt
saying
looks.
goodbye to Grogu. Of course,
Yeah,
he's sad.
yeah.
Yeah, you should have.
But-
They should have did that pose, but regardless.
Yeah, I mean everything on here is like completely out of whack, just like the next slide. But no, I like it. I dig it. It's I'm with Dean. I am excited to pick it up. I've accepted the fact that this is a season 2 of this character, which has a different look than season 1. So just like Vader from A New Hope over to Empire, I can justify the differences. All right, so no big deal. What about you, John?
Yeah, it's for me. It's a gorgeous piece. It's the definitive Mando, Beskar Mando right now. That's out.
Until season 3 drops.
Like yeah,
Right.
exactly. But when you look at him and you see the lights that they use there, just the shine off the armor, it looks phenomenal. The wired cape, the helmet, even the face sculpt. I think if they were gonna pose him like this for the show, I would have done the Grogu pose. I kind of think they wanted to display the head sculpt so that you can see how he looks without the Grogu, just to show that it's not centric to that one pose. But regardless, I think they did a phenomenal job. We won't get into the politics because we've covered that so many times already. But yeah, this is the best Beskar Mando on the market right now. We just got to wait 2 years for it, unfortunately. But what are you going to do? Eddie, what do you think?
I think it's awesome, man. Like you guys said, I mean, it's beautiful. It's the definitive one. So I can't wait to get it. This too.
Mm-hmm.
Danny?
Yeah, the swoop bike.
Yeah, same thing. I mean, I don't want to get it, but I feel like I have to. It's got the tattered cape on the bottom. It's wired, so you can display it better. The shiny
Danny.
Beskar.
This one doesn't come with the messed up thigh plate, right? The one.
No, that's
before
the season 1 plate, I believe.
So you either gotta have the OG or the original deluxe release to have that.
So the OG has one right thigh pad, Jesus, and then the Beskar pad is a little bit different because I think he repairs it at one point.
Yeah, where it has the
it's the same
melted-
pad. Yeah, it's like a big blob on it.
Yeah.
And then now this is a new right thigh pad.
I thought the deluxe comes with both pads.
This one doesn't. This one only comes with the new pad.
So he's saying if you want the repaired
If
pad,
you want
have
the season 1 Beskar, you need the DX Mando, the original DX, or the
No, I think
Deluxe.
I think the deluxe version of this one comes with that pad.
Does
I'll
it?
have a look.
I'm gonna
check,
do.
please?
Yeah, John, can you check? I remember seeing it in a like a
Dean,
side
I think
by
that's a
side.
side. That's
I
a
think that's the
side-by-side
side-by-side
comparison
comparing
with the
the
older
old
version.
one.
Because
okay.
when I saw that comparison, I thought this came with both chrome armor and the original armor that they did, and I was like, "Damn, that's a real slap in the face."
You're cracking.
Right? They're like upgrade your first Mando.
Yeah.
They don't like us that
$30
much.
more.
I got a question.
What do you got?
Like for those that you guys that have the that have both, the deluxe.
Both.
Are you guys gonna sell that set or keep it?
I sold mine already. I literally, like when we were doing the stream, and I was like, I gotta go for a second. That was Nick, one of my oldest friends in the hobby, coming to pick up my Beskar Mando.
Wow.
No, I plan on picking up the swoop bike, Danny. So I gotta have him on a swoop bike and then on a standalone by himself. So
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's justified. Hell, I might get another one just to display him with the Pedro scope.
I was thinking about
So, who
keeping
knows?
my deluxe, but parting the figure out. Because I want the accessories for the OG.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I might just bite a little bit off for the,
I'll give you $100 for the Beskar body.
150. 150.
All right.
And
I'll
just
Whoa.
to confirm,
I'll message you.
Go ahead, John.
go ahead. Just to confirm quickly, Eddie was right. It's the previous Beskar Mando that came with that
okay.
thigh. It's not this one.
Alvin says, to be honest, the damn bike they release is super flimsy. Is that the norm for 6-scale bikes? Everyone says that the Sideshow one is worse. I know the Bat... What's it called? The Bat Pod or the Bat Cycle
Pod.
from Bat Pod.
Bat Pod,
that
yeah.
one was fairly fragile from what I've heard. But, I mean, these things are very... they have very small pieces, but
Yeah.
the Sideshow one in particular from a few years ago, like almost everyone that I know that has that bike has issues with it. Like some piece or another is like damaged. I just think that comes with the territory of these like these little wires here being so small. Like you're inevitably going to break something at some point.
I hear little bits and pieces falling off of that Sideshow bike. This one seems to be a little bit more sturdier, but I don't think it's as flimsy. It's lightweight, but I don't consider it flimsy compared to the Sideshow version. Although I never owned it, but just from what I've heard.
Sean brings up a good point. Keep the original best car for that season 1 look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Honestly, if you just need a bike, Hasbro, I guess Kenner in the 90s, they released a pretty solid, very close to 6-scale bike. You can get them for like $30 to $50. Just a few hours worth of weathering, and it's definitely not going to be the Hot Toys quality sculpt, but if it's something that you're going to put in a diorama, or if you need multiples of them for like an Andor set, I mean, they're cheap,
Mm-hmm.
They're definitely cheap, and they look really good with the figures on them. Bo-Katan and her trio were shown also. Cohorts. There you go. This figure looks great. I have literally nothing to complain about it. I think, I think it looks good. The more I see it, the more I like it. I have zero complaints. What do you think, Dean?
Yeah, the Bo-Katan looks great. The other two, not so much.
Really?
Yeah, like they're like from the knee down, they look goofy as shit. It's like, what is this? And then like the undersuit of the guy looks kind of flimsy. What's the other character? I forgot her name, but
Casca?
Casca Reeves. Yeah, let's just talk about all three of them right now.
Like, look how small her armor looks on her like wrists. Like, her, I don't know. Maybe a good futzing will do, but I mean, I don't know. This just looks weird to me. Look at those.
She's also very, very thick. Like she's buff, and this looks like a very petite body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not loving it.
I mean, I don't know.
We can cycle through the trio.
Honestly, I think the Bo-Katan looks so good, it makes this one look not so good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Bo-Katan's supposed to be the center. She'll be at the center, and those guys will be in the air, right?
They have
behind her.
The same gauntlets, don't they? They're exactly the same, right? So
yeah, I don't know. They look real small on this character for some reason.
Yeah.
For me,
Danny, what do you think? Or John?
For me, the Bo-Katan is nice, but I'd keep the helmet on. That head sculpt, that portrait needs so much work.
I like that portrait.
It's just so.
I get it.
Was it John Cena? What's wrong?
Yeah, no, it's just so thick's not the word, but so.
Holy shit! I was
Yes.
not expecting that.
Very masculine.
Yeah, I'm gonna display with the helmet, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I like the base though. That railing is nice. What do you think, Danny?
Yeah, I like it. I mean, the only one I probably am not gonna pick up is the guy Wolf.
What the fuck's up with this armor? Like, pick
Or is
a
it Axe?
color.
What's his name?
Axe
Wolves.
Axe. Okay, Axe. Yeah,
It's
but I'm
Axe
probably
body
gonna pick
spray.
up the bow and
Phoenix.
Costco, whatever her name is.
Keanu.
Yeah, Casca Reeves.
Is that the character name or the wrestler name?
No, that's
Sasha
the
Banks is
character's
her.
Sasha Banks, okay.
It's a
I guess her
Costco
name.
Yeah,
exclusive.
dude, this guy's armor looks goofy as shit. Like, pick a color.
But you can't blame that on the hot toy. That's the way.
No,
That's
no,
just
I'm
the
not-
design of
the
the
costume,
freaking
dude.
show. dude.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
mean,
blaming the hot toy. I'm just like,
How
I
dare
wouldn't.
you.
The
Yeah.
design is so bad. I wouldn't pick it
Well,
up anyway.
maybe I don't know. Maybe it's the lighting, dude. I mean, because it kind of looks like Bo-Katan's too. As far as like the chest armor a little bit.
Bo-Katan's is like metal. That's
like a
just
steel.
Like gray.
Yeah, this. Yeah.
I don't know.
And then
They
like
look-
again, what's with fucking Disney putting these boot coverings on everyone? Fucking Casca Reeves has of this guy. Thank God Bo-Katan is just wearing fucking leg armor like a normal person. But it's like, dude, what the fuck are these things?
Gary, man, thanks for the support.
Gary coming in
brother.
with a $10 super chat. What a,
Fucking
what a
Boba
guy.
Fett.
Fucking
Fucking
love
Winter
Gary.
Angel.
Soldier.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks, Gary.
Thank you, Gare
Thanks, Gare
Bear.
Bear.
Yeah, I don't know. I these two are an easy pass for me. I might pick up a Casca, but
Yeah, I just
Definitely
noticed that
Bo-Katan.
Casca has her her armor on the side thigh.
Side thigh.
Oh yeah, what is that?
It's because she's got those big
I mean,
old
that's
hips.
the character design, bro.
That's some weird. What is she protecting her?
That's where she gets shot at the most, I guess.
It's a larger target, so you got to keep it protected.
Hey.
Mario, what's your thoughts on the
Hey.
trio?
I think they look great. I've always liked these designs. These are based off of, was it Death Watch or something like that? Or
Yeah. No,
I guess it was
not.
Night
they
Owls.
defected from there.
Night-
right?
yeah, Night Owls.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
It's just I'm with John with that head sculpt, man. I mean, I was watching Rogue One 6 last night, and someone called that head sculpt Bro-Katan. I was like, yo, they freaking nailed that. I mean, it's just so that jawline is just too damn sharp.
That's the
I
girl's
mean,
jawline.
I
No,
understand
it's
that,
actress.
but
It's off
I
a little
mean,
bit. It's off.
they can
Hardly like a.
they could do
sliver.
her. They could probably do her a favor, man, and just round it off just a little bit. I mean,
They could do us
I mean,
all
do
a
you want it
favor.
to be overly feminine, or do
True.
you want it to look more like the actress? I mean,
They could do us all
Yeah.
a favor. Take the head sculpt off and take $50 off the price. That's a big favor for everyone.
well,
I
let's
want
not
the head
get
sculpt.
bold there, dude.
Yeah, I want the head
I wouldn't
sculpt.
go that far.
Okay, we'll send one
But-
to Eddie, and then the rest of them.
I mean, who knows? In hand, it might look a little bit better. It could just be pictures too, because sometimes that's the thing, right? We get stuff that looks pretty, that doesn't look as good in pictures, but when you get it in hand, it's like, you know what? It's not so bad. But no, as for the foreseeable future, I see myself displaying her with the helmet on. I just like the look of the helmet too. Is just too good for it not to be displayed.
yeah, I agree.
With her on. And no, I'll be picking up all three of these. So that's if they get solicited, man. I mean, we're only seeing teaser pics, and knowing Sideshow and Hot Toys with their cons. I mean, the history is there. We still have other shit that we're still waiting for from like what 2-3 years ago.
4 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I'll believe it when the pre-orders go up, man.
Yeah, Bespin Luke is still coming soon.
Yeah, so
Eddie, what do
also
you think?
other clone troopers and Padme.
I like
Anyway.
it. I'm the only one posing her with the helmet off, I guess. I like the head sculpt. I think it looks like the actress. Maybe the jaw is a little pronounced, but it's hardly like 5%. You know what I mean? So it's not enough for me to complain about it. I like it. The other two, I want them because like I love Mandalorians and I want them as background characters, just
Yeah.
to go with her. But there's so much coming out for this show. Is like I think you got to start picking and choosing. Like, do I need these two characters?
It's only a matter of time when we're gonna get the Frog Lady, right?
Of
I mean, they're
course.
releasing.
Oh, I
freaking
need the Frog
everybody.
Lady, dude.
Jeans
They got
guy.
her eggs.
This this setup,
children.
this setup with her on the railing, and then you have the rest of the crew in the air like that. That'd look amazing displayed.
Yeah.
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 And
You
the
think we'll get head
characters
sculpts for the other
were
two?
the characters
I hope
kind of
so.
annoyed me in the show, so I could do without them, I guess. I just want them as background characters, but it's pretty pricey just to get them as
Well,
background.
we'll probably see them again, to be honest. But
Oh,
one
I'm
thing
sure.
one thing I really appreciate looking into like the show's pre-production for this episode, Sideshow, we give them a lot of shit, right? But I gotta give them some praise here where it counts. They do such a good fucking job, like with the presentation of this stuff, not only in these still photos, but also like they did like an hour and a half long. I don't know if it was a live stream, it might have been a pre-record, but the photography, the audio, the video stuff was just amazing, right? You look at like, and we talked about this in the Patreon chat, like the Hasbro team, they were doing like a chat, and like half these motherfuckers like you can barely hear them, you can barely see the shit they're showing off. I mean, the Sideshow stuff is just so far ahead of that, and I think it's inexcusable for these billion-dollar companies to have less production value than pretty much every single person
Do I let
streaming
it go,
like we do.
or do
I can't
argue
let it
with
go.
it?
No,
Do I let it
don't-
go, or do
no.
I argue with it? I'm gonna let it go.
Why?
Because I don't want to sit on this subject.
Go ahead. I think it's bad
It's too
form.
different.
You know what, Ekwan?
It's completely different.
Nope,
dude.
Nope.
Yeah, it is. Sideshow's
There's
a
no way.
high-end collectible company.
Hasbro is a huge company compared to
Hasbro has
Yeah,
more
but
money than Sideshow.
Hasbro could barely
collecting
fucking
weekly with a
Sideshow.
net
It's
worth of
not
like a few $1,000s
These
is
people
able to
are
outfit.
these people are social media prevalent. Like that's their thing. Is like they do these streams. That's what they do.
I get what
every
you're
day.
saying, but have some production value.
If
right?
if you're only gonna do it every once in a while, it should be done really well.
Not only that, but I mean, you look at some of these
And
other companies and their booth tours at like big conventions where they're in person and they still look bad. So it's like,
did you guys see that?
Yeah,
one
they're
of them
like,
spilled the beans on the.
Guys, where you going?
I don't.
Guys.
I guess I'm speaking for the guy that doesn't care that much.
Well, did you see what was it? One of the guys, I think it was Patrick on the stream that went ahead and leaked the next.
oh, what a legend, bro!
The freaking
What a
was-
legend! He
what
was
the
like
Black Series?
the Rand,
The HasLab, the Rand.
Yeah, but
the Rand.
they were so professional though. Nobody even blinked twice. Nobody like,
Dude,
you know what I mean?
if that
Nobody
was
even reacted.
if that was us and one of us made a huge mistake about leaking something,
Oh my God, we
would
would've
get
fucking-
we would get memed. We'd probably get bitched out live,
Mhm.
probably by me. It would be on clips like the next 10 minutes after the show. It would be
100%.
everywhere. Dude, the Patreon chat would be roasting us. It would. We're not professionals at all. We sound and look very good though. Up next, the Death Watch. What is it? Death Watch Commando by Hot Toys.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Also, shout out to Sideshow. I love how when they were showing this shit off, they were like Sideshow and Hot Toys presents. I'm like, well,
Yeah, somebody was like, oh, it was John. He was like, big day for Sideshow. I was like, no, it's a big day for Hot Toys. Sideshow's just there fucking taking pictures.
Wow.
Well, Sideshow's doing the presentation.
anyways, I think this figure looks great. I think it look. A lot of these I have nothing to complain about. Like they're just so good. But the thing is, I think Mario made a great point. Is like just because they're being shown here, obviously this one's already up for pre-order, but they're probably going to show us a ton of shit between now and I think Monday when the con's over. Don't expect every single thing to go up for order. You might have a character that's shown and you're like, that is what I need. But all week leading up to this, everyone was saying, Padme's coming, Padme's coming. But the thing is, Padme was talked about in the first iteration of Collecting Weekly, like in 2017, and then again in episode 2 of the 2018 run. And we're in episode 174, and it still hasn't come up for pre-order. So I have zero faith. I have zero faith that Padme's
She's a
coming
pipe
out.
dream.
Right?
Yeah, because I don't
Maybe-
think Natalie Portman likes the prequels very much.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't...
We don't like Natalie Portman that much. So.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Nice.
Did you see that video of her today? Oh my god, bro. Holy shit, that woman's beautiful. She's at like some football game. Someone put it on Ox.
on Ox.
You
I
can't
was just like-
you can't unbox a statue that you just unboxed and say Natalie Portman's beautiful. But
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
yeah, exactly. That's a woman.
Eddie, what do you
That's an
think about
android.
this? What do you think about this?
I love this. This one I want to get. Because Dean made some good points. This one, like the armor flows better, and everything. So the whole color pattern and everything of it looks really nice. And so I think I'm gonna get this one. If I had to pick between like getting this guy and either Casca or Axe, I would get this first. So I'm excited for this pickup. Now the question is do you army build this? Do you?
Oh my god.
You could. You
I'm
could very
gonna-
easily.
I'm gonna
do
get
that.
like 2, I think.
That's a negative, dude.
That's a negative, Ghost Rider. All right. What about you then, Mario? We'll go into you then. What do you think?
Release it already, man. We've seen this thing for months already. Just freaking get it out there. Yeah, we see.
I know, they already have all the armor
They
from
showed
fucking
this.
Mando.
They showed this at last year's con, man. Just release the damn thing already. What's the hold up?
Yeah, man. They gotta put out Mysterio and shit first, man.
Oh.
They gotta push
Spoilers.
back Harley Quinn again to get this out, dude. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, seriously. So
The
no,
cyborg, dude.
I've got this guy on pre-order and just waiting for it to come in, and that's it. So cool. We saw it. We saw it at the con again. Cool. Just release the fucker. Already.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna pick this up. It's just like
Yeah.
a guy.
It's the dude that saved
It's
Mando.
a repainted
He's the one
Mando.
that saved Mando.
Yeah, he's gonna save Din.
And he's Death
He
Watch.
What's his name?
That guy.
The
Death
dude
Watch.
that saved
Exactly my
Din.
point. He's just a guy. Like,
Death Watch.
Din.
Come on.
Ben
He
Barring.
could be. He could be Djarin.
Wow. Could be.
Bar-
Clip that. Clip that.
he could be Din from the future, coming back to save himself.
Wouldn't that be some fucking
I know, right?
peak Disney shit?
Yeah, he
John
finds the time stone. He's like, whoa.
Oh, don't get into this multiverse.
They're already doing it themselves.
That's a whole other.
All right, let's go.
It's
John.
a nice release. It's a nice.
Get some energy boys falling asleep.
It is what it is. It's another Mandalorian. What are you gonna get? A whole shelf full of Mandalorian. There's so much to choose from.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, it's just like another guy.
Like if I had the choice, you know, I got Boba on Throne. I got this. If I'm gonna choose, I'm definitely not gonna go with this. But like if you're someone who's into the You're a fan of the armors. This is for you. It's like the Iron Man armors. If you're a fan of collecting all of them, then you got to pick this up. That's how it works. That's how I feel it works. What do you think, Danny?
I'm one of those armor trooper guys, and I'm not picking this guy up. I don't have the room anymore.
How dare you?
I take
You don't have any
But he
room.
looks
You make
cool.
room.
I mean, I would rather have this over Axe.
Yeah.
Dude, look how fucking high his belt is. Makes his pants look weird. Can't even
He's wearing
see.
high waters.
Yeah, dude. Like, you can't even see him.
Oh man, that is really high waisted.
I'm more worried about the
I
armor.
think that's
in the background.
that's definitely a futzing thing. They put the clip underneath the belt, so it just raised it up like that.
Real quick, Alvin says I bought the armor and regretted it the same night. Should I cancel and lose my NRD, or resell it later?
no.
If it's
Dude,
within 24 hours,
it'll be-
cancel. You'll get your NRD back. If it's
Oh.
greater than 24 hours, beg them.
Yeah, call Sideshow. They're usually really good with that.
Or just
especially-
wait, because it's going to be pushed back and you get your energy
Yeah,
back anyway.
Alvin, wait.
Yeah,
But
look at that, we
especially
got
if you're
OG.
someone. Sorry, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Go ahead.
Oh, it's funny in the chat in the YouTube chat. It says, "Welcome to the Peanut Gallery." For OG Star Wars fan.
Oh man, welcome to the Peanut Gallery, OG. What a guy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like Zach said, like, it's a great release. I don't have anything negative to say about it, like, figure wise, other than like, why am I going to spend $300 on a guy?
Bin Barn,
Is
bro.
it 300?
Exactly what John said. I'd spend $300 on Boba Fett, not just a dude. So,
But we might see more of them. We might see more of them. So keep
When?
that in
How?
mind. What do you mean how?
This guy was in a flashback, dude. Where are you gonna see more of him? In another
He's
flashback?
technically.
Well, they
you
might
probably-
show-
He was probably in that pile on Navarro, bro.
You can
never know.
technically put this in a. Wow.
Rip bin, baby. Rip bin.
They might.
You could
They
put
might
this in a
show
Clone
more
Wars display.
flashbacks.
Exactly.
Rip Van Winkle. Let's move on. Cobb Vanth, Hot Toys shown at Sideshow Con. I knew this was coming. Like you knew as soon as you saw the acid damage Boba armor set that like they obviously had to make this figure. But I just wish politics weren't such a thing. Like the fact that you have a Cobb Vanth Hot Toys and don't have a Cara Dune yet is so
Yeah, but
fucking
that's.
stupid.
I don't
but
think.
Cara
you can
Dune's
No,
compare
fair
it
I
to
know
the-
that.
That's
That's I know that. I know there's something like politics. Like they can't or
Yeah.
won't be able to make that figure. But the fact that this line, I think John said it earlier. At some point, you're gonna have fucking Frog Lady Hot Toys.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you still don't have arguably the most like top 5 most important characters in the show in a Hot Toys form.
Top 3.
Even
Top 2.
top 2, yeah, probably is just absolutely ridiculous. I don't really. There's maybe like 1 or 2 guys that I saw being very excited about this, and honestly, those guys already probably have kit bashes of this. It just seems like something that I think is probably going to be in developmental hell for a long time.
I feel like
and I'm-
this is exactly that, Zach. I feel like this is just a fucking kit bash that they put on the. They're like,
I mean, the
fucking
shirt doesn't
send it
even
over.
fit right. Like, the
To be
pants actually fit
fair,
really well.
he's a very goofily dressed guy when you first see him. Like,
Yeah.
his arms look all long and the gauntlets don't fit. Like, he looks like a fucking. I thought it was an alien when he first walked in. I was like, oh shit, it's one of those fucking Bosk looking motherfuckers with Boba's armor on, but it was just fucking. Or what's his name? Timothy Oliphant, the handsome son of a bitch. Yeah, super easy pass. I mean, I like that character and I like Timothy Oliphant, but I mean, even if it came with a head sculpt, pass.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with Brenton.
Brenton makes a great point. Need a grief carga. What do you think, John?
Yeah, I would like to see a Grief Cargo before we see this. But it's a good looking figure. Look, they're going to recycle the armor. Why wouldn't they? This is a moneymaker for them, for someone who's a completist and likes the Boba armor and wants to have all the armors on a shelf. Why wouldn't they? They already have the armor. Why wouldn't they reuse it? I think what would have added the next little touch to this is if they gave us the portrait. I think that would have piqued a lot of people's interest. But this is what we get, and it's that bloody sand base again. And
The man
what
on
are
the
you
moon
gonna do?
base. Man on the moon base.
What are you gonna do? This is just these are the cards we're dealt with Hot Toys. Danny, what's your 2 cents?
I agree with you, man. I think if they should have made it, they should have made it with the head sculpt.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, along with everybody else, it's just not one of those top priority figures, but it looks good.
I think that's why they didn't make it with the head sculpt. It's like Zach said, it's just gonna be one of those coming soon things for the next fucking 10 years.
No, I think they literally just put this together last minute, and that's why it looks the way that it does. Just to me, it doesn't look like there was any care put into this figure. It's just like real quick kit bash and just slap the helmet that we already have on there, and we'll just show it for the con. So when I first saw him in the show, I like the look. I like how he looked all goofy in this armor. It was great. I mean, I did kind of think it was Boba, but I was like, nah, the proportions are like way off, right? But yeah, I'm hoping that we get it. If we get a head sculpt, that would be even better, because that's freaking Cobb Vanth, right? That's the guy we're supposed to see, not imagine Boba Fett in here. But yeah, I mean, hopefully they'll put some more time into it, make him look thinner like he's supposed to, and stretch that neck out a little bit so the helmet doesn't sit so flush with his shoulders.
Yeah, why the fuck is Disney so obsessed with shoving a fucking scarf under Boba Fett's helmet? Both of these motherfuckers have one? Like, god damn. Let him breathe.
It's cold over there.
Yeah,
apparently.
Yeah.
It's to keep sand out of your mouth, bro.
Yeah, you don't want sand getting in the crevices, then. Go on.
What are your thoughts on this thing, Eddie? Tell us how much you love it.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys are depressing me, dude. I'd fucking kill myself after this stream.
Jesus, you might do it.
I like it, dude. He's supposed to look like this. He's supposed to look that's how he looked when he walked into the fucking cantina and they first showed him on screen. He had the baggy sweater underneath. You know what I mean?
No one's complaining it doesn't look accurate. No one said that.
Well, you guys said it looks thrown together. He is thrown together. That's
it looks
the way
wrong.
he is.
It looks wrong.
No, the proportions don't look right. I want this figure. I want this figure to come out.
I think it
look,
looks
for example, Eddie. For example, look at the right shoulder pad. It's not sitting right. Look, if you look at this photo,
it doesn't sit right on him. Did you watch the show?
Oh, I watched the show. I just wasn't looking at his shoulders.
It doesn't. This is how it sits on him. Like he looks like this. In my mind's eye, anyway. Like
if I did my computer,
I need the head sculpt. This might be one that because I wouldn't pose him with the helmet on.
Yeah.
In this, I would have the head sculpt. So if I did get it, I would need a custom head. Look at that. Look at it.
Look at the space between the helmet and the shoulder.
Exactly.
Look how
that
tight
bucket looks so small on his head.
How tight his pants are and his shirt's tucked in.
Couldn't you let the helmet sit on it and it would fix that?
And the right shoulder pad's way off.
And also, I mean, it's 1/6 scale figure. Like the cloth on it, it's gonna fall differently than it would on a normal person. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the way the nature of material. You know, like.
Yeah, I'll wait for a sculpted statue then.
Speaking of material, this is really bothering me, but all the rangefinders on all of these figures are slightly bent, and it's like really bothering me.
I didn't say anything because I was going to be like, am I the only one noticing this? I don't want to be a nitpicker, but especially on that one we're just looking at.
I think
it's like.
I think it's funny that everybody's like Hot Toys listens to us, and then 10 out of the 12 figures here has the fucking Moon Man base. They're not.
No, it's called the Man on the Moon base, bro.
So what? They're putting
They need to get rid of those fucking bases, dude.
That's called
even the
trolling,
Super
Eddie.
Droid comes with that damn base.
Man on the Moon base.
You get your Cyclops.
He doesn't have feet.
Not your Cyclops. You get your what's that guy called? Your
Cobb Vanth?
No, what's that guy? Cyborg.
Oh yeah.
And Boba on Throne, and Hot Toys isn't listening to us. And Mark 1 diecast. Come on.
They're not listening, man.
They're listening.
Give us a different base.
Anyways, the Armorer. To me, this figure looks so much better here than it did in the pre-order shots. I can actually see like a little bit of weathering on the helmet, and I think that was the biggest complaint. I think a lot of people thought it just looked like bare plastic. I'm not gonna order this. I know earlier there was some shit that they tried to pull with this figure where you had to order it like in 5 days. They took it down. They put that on other figures though. We'll talk about that later. I think it looks okay. I still think the cardboard base is pretty stupid. Like, just give us like actual three-dimensional things. But I certainly think the weathering on this figure is not as bad as we thought. I know John's been going on about this, but I don't really see the issue with the fur. I mean, it looks fine to me. I could be wrong. What do you think, Dean?
Yeah, it looks great. Again, another character with fucking boot sleeves. Who is it Disney that's doing these?
But these boot sleeves look really bad. Like they make the ankle area look massive.
Every boot sleeve looks stupid as shit. I can't even say the word I want to say because it get canceled. That being said, this figure looks good. I'm not gonna get it. It's super easy pass, but I mean, it's the armor. She's dope. If I found it at a good price, I'd add it to the collection. But I'm not fucking tripping over myself to order it.
Yeah.
I think if you are a completionist, like, hey, good for you, because I don't think you'll be disappointed. I don't think this figure is gonna let you down in any way, like that I could think of, like, unless it comes with a fucking shoulder that breaks like fucking Cody. But you know. It is what it is.
I pre-ordered this. I want this.
What
she's
an
pretty.
Idiot. I'm just.
She's pretty. She's pretty essential in the first season. I mean, she gives him his armor. She teaches him about the Jedi. Essentially, at the end, she fucking gives him his task of taking Grogu to his people. So, Season 1, she's definitely up there as an essential character, I think.
Dude, did anybody else think when she said take Grogu to his people, she meant like other Grogus?
That's what I was thinking too.
Not just
Graceful
Jedi.
Yodas.
Yeah, I was like, dude, a Yoda planet. And then we got what we got. I was like, what?
That would have been awesome. The cardboard backdrop thing, I hate those. Like, we'll get like those things where they're like, well, at least they threw it in there. You know, they could have not included it. Don't include that. Take that out, please. It's a fucking insult. Who the fuck is doing this? Who's using these things?
I've never seen anyone use it ever.
They're stupid. And then in the live stream today, they're like, because they were talking about the diorama stuff, which I'm sure we'll talk about, but they were like, isn't it cool that you get this environment to put behind it? I'm like, no, it's not cool. No,
save the real environment and don't cut down the tree for this
exactly.
shit.
Exactly, dude. And then another thing that I notice on it that I guess you don't notice in the show, because every time it shows her on the show, it's really dark, so you don't see details on her. She's pretty plain below the waist. Like, she looks like she's wearing pajama pants right now.
You know who's not playing below the waist?
Near Automata 2B.
Natalie Portman?
She looks like a Gaga dancer.
Natalie Portman has no waist.
How? Okay, I'm sorry. America, I'm sorry that you had to listen to this garbage.
Someone had to say
Get rid of both of those guys.
It's anti-Semitic and I won't stand for it.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, she looks... Her pants look weird. It looks like she's wearing pajamas, I think.
Jeggings.
But other than that, you know, I pre-ordered it. I like it. I'm excited for it. Mario, what do you think?
You know, dude, Eddie, I'm guilty of displaying a cardboard background, but I did it with the Deadpool. I did it with the Deadpool because it had shelves and you can hang the shirt off of it.
Okay, I'll let that one pass.
The Deadpool
that one had the
was
shelves.
That one had a little more
Alright,
purpose.
I'll let
you know, so I could put. I wanted to put some of the other stuff that it came with. You know,
that one had form and function.
Right, and
these are just like
that I did it. Yeah,
a picture.
Everything else that's. Well, you know what? I'll take that back. I also did with the DX Indiana Jones because of the way that I was setting it up. With him just leaning over, about to pick up the idol, I did set up the background, and it looked cool for photos. But I mean, yeah, just get rid of them, please. I don't think we need these things anymore, man. Ben, you know what? Is seeing this at the con or at whatever this is, it's still to me underwhelming. There's not enough. I don't see enough accessories to really warrant the pickup. I really wish it would have came with like a table or something that would remind us that, hey, she's a blacksmith. You know, she does what she does. You know, that being said, I pre-ordered it. So
that's the completest.
So yeah, that's the completest of me, man. I felt like I had to, and that being a Sideshow exclusive too. I mean, at the same time, just the pressure is real, man. So I really don't want to miss out. It does look plain, it does look generic, but it's the completest of me. I had to get it, John. I'm sorry, John.
No, I'll keep it quick. No disrespect to anybody who purchased this, but I don't think they executed this figure the way they should have. The pants, the boot sleeves, whatever the hell you want to call it, the base, quick, rush job. I've said it before, that cardboard backdrop should have been like the Dark Knight armory that we got, where you could put her tools in the background and little LED lights and have it shining and have the burner and everything. It would have cost a little bit more. but executed properly, it would have been worth it. Tools should have been diecast. And for goodness sakes, what is that? Howard's spare toupee on her back? Like, I don't... What is that thing, man? What is that thing?
Just Howard wear a toupee?
I don't know. We killed a cat and use the cat's fur. That looks atrocious.
Oh, dude, kill a cat.
Single songwriter brings up a good point. You know, she was the first to say this is the way, and it is a global saying now. So
that was good.
Yeah.
Regardless, she's a pivotal character. The way they executed this figure, I'm not a fan of the way they executed it.
I'm curious to know what you would have them do different. Like, it looks exactly the same.
material.
Not necessarily.
Looks different.
The Hasbro figure looks better, to be honest.
Well, it's also a sculpted fur.
Then sculpted, to be honest. Sculpted.
But then you'd have half the people bitching about it. There's no way to please everybody.
I don't know, guys. In the chat, on a scale of 1 to 10, this fur looks good? In all honesty, come on.
The thing is...
It looks better than fucking Force Awakens Chewie.
Yeah. Well, it looks...
It doesn't look bad, I think. That's I don't know what your comparison of good is, but it doesn't look bad.
No, I don't think so.
Mario, what did you say?
Did I beg to differ with the TFA Chewie, bro?
This fur looks so much worse. Just having a big chunk of plastic on the back. It's not. It's never gonna. It's never gonna
I'd rather
scale.
no fur than
it's
what
never
they
gonna
give us.
scale exactly, because, like, I get
Is
what
the
you're
hair
saying.
is the hair just like a little bit too long? Should it be like a little bit shorter?
I think if you trimmed it a bit and then hit it with like some hairspray to kind of mat it up a bit, I think it would fix like all the problems.
I'm spending
Put some pomade
$300
in
on a
it.
figure and I have to futz it.
Well, you won't even take it out of the
Well-
box, so I mean, you wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't take that piece. I wouldn't take that piece out of the box, to be honest.
That's pretty good. He got you.
Dan, what do you think?
He got me?
He got you, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
They
It's
got
just,
5, 7, 8.5, maybe 6, 3.
Yeah, that's everybody who pre-ordered it.
10.
With some
I
of
don't
them were
think- I don't think
5s
it's
and
bad,
3s.
but it's not wowing me.
Yeah, you said on a scale from 1 to 10, how important is it for...
You didn't say
Those
only
are,
people
like,
that.
Yeah, those are like average numbers. That's not even good, I would say. In fact, they're more leaning towards you.
Everybody has an opinion.
What?
I don't like it. I won't pre-order it. But people have it out there. They'll pre-order it.
You're fucking mean.
John's mean, bro.
Savage is the
He's in
word.
a mood today.
Peanuts.
I thought Canadians were supposed to be fucking nice.
They're nice, but when you're giving me this kind of shit, come on. There's only so much.
John's like, just charge me an extra $100 and it'll be good.
I don't mind. Give me quality stuff.
Oh boy.
I want a koala or something sacrificed
what?
for this figure. Put
What?
some koala fur.
Are you
or
okay? Do
something.
you have a
Whoa! What the hell? Where'd that come from?
A koala, some mink, something. Fuck.
Dude, you're Canadian, not Australian. You can't come at koalas like that.
Okay, then a beaver.
There you go. Yeah, fuck beavers. Guys, don't fuck beavers.
I think this looks
No,
much
literally.
better. I think this looks much better than having a
Literally,
big chunk of
Dean.
plastic hanging off the back of
Oh,
this.
that's good.
Equan says, what is going on? I don't know. Whose turn is it to talk about this?
We all went.
We all went.
Danny,
next.
Danny.
Let's go on. Oh, Danny, go. Danny said no? Okay.
No.
Ahsoka. Let's skip Ahsoka. We've talked about that figure in the sea.
What?
Grogu with the Seeing Stone.
We haven't
And
talked about it.
Frog Lady. Eggs. You got the little squid bowl. Deformed pig kangaroo. And then Boba in the Tatooine.
Wow, that was mean.
How dare you?
Boba.
Or Grogu, sorry. In the
I was
in the
looking at the
Tatooine
screen like,
bowl.
am I blind? What am I missing?
No. What is this little data pad here? What can anyone explain this to me?
Just
Is
a
that from the
general
school?
Data pad?
Oh, god damn it, Danny! I love you, bro. I think this is from the school when he went to the little academy.
So
The
where's the
macaron?
macaroon?
Big, yeah, exactly.
Macaron?
It's actually macaron.
It's
John.
what?
Macaron.
I say macaroon. Send me a macaroon.
Macaroons
It says
are
mac-
different.
it says macaroons, but
you
it says
can't
Jean.
you can't come at me if we're not saying Jean and then say macaroon.
Macaroons are a different thing.
Whatever.
Macarons
Where
and
is it?
macaroons are two
Where-
different
I have
things.
I have the lady's backpack with all her eggs. Where's the fucking frog to go with?
Yeah, there's no way we're not getting the frog lady.
Like-
because it's gonna come with their. She's gonna come without the eggs, and you're gonna have to buy this shit.
Yeah, but then again, if she doesn't come with the eggs, then what is she coming with?
Yeah, what's the point?
Okay,
they're gonna make you buy this.
They won't release
Back to the figure. Back to the figure. I think it bothers me that, like, this pose is obviously specific to this display, but I would like to see, like, where the figure meets the base for it to be sculpted around it, right? Because it just looks like he's just been placed there. Yeah. Like, this is exactly just for this scene. I think having them make a little bit of a radius on the bottom of that would be much better. Dean, what do you think?
What the fuck is this? Is this an accessory pack? What is this?
I think this is a release. Like, this could be like its own thing for like probably $400 or $500.
Okay, because this is down here on the bottom right. It says Iron Studios.
Oh, well, look at that. I didn't know it was Iron Studios, but that actually makes so much more sense.
This is Hot Toys. This is not Iron Studios.
It has to be Hot Toys, right?
This is Hot Toys.
No, okay, I think this is Iron Studios. Iron Studios did solicit this baby Yoda on the stone.
Yeah, but
why would it come with all this?
This is Hot Toys. They said it in the stream.
They said it, right?
Did they?
Yes.
Okay, so someone. Okay, I was under the impression.
Well, there's another display with this, the Iron Studios version.
Why would it be 1/6 if it was Iron Studios? Do they do 1/6 stuff?
I think this is an error on the part of the branding because this is in the same display as the armor. That's why I assumed it was Hot Toys.
It's Hot Toys. Look at how he scales with the armor. It's Hot Toys.
No, I agree with you. At any rate, I think. What do you guys think about this outside of whatever company?
I think it's. Again, this is more shit that should have just come with the fucking thing to begin with. If you're gonna give me a Grogu release, I want another fucking full-on body that's not pre-posed, and like several heads, and then all the shit that he should have came with. Stop fucking putting added shit in other boxes. If I want the ultimate Grogu collection in one fucking box.
Jesus.
Daddy chill.
All the shit that came with Beskar Deluxe and whatever the fuck else, all in one box. This is not enough for one release. If this is more than fucking $80, eat my ass.
Daddy chill.
Perfect.
How do I follow that?
Wow.
I think we can just move on.
Okay, the only thing I have to say is, doesn't the Grogu's head in that bucket look bigger than the one on the stone?
That's what I was thinking.
I think it's the way the one's closer to the camera.
No.
It's like
I don't think so.
It's also that one's tilted back too.
Yeah.
No.
Plus, you can't see his body.
I'm confused. Are you guys saying Greg E says Jesus, the stream is so negative tonight, bro?
I am not being negative.
The truth always stings a little bit.
I'm not.
No, I think it looks nice. I think it looks great, but I'm not spending my money on it.
Look, Greg, I'll be honest. There's shows that are overtly positive and will say no wrong about any company. This is not one of those shows.
Greg wants us to say, "Hey, guess what? I'm going to pre-order 4."
Trust me, it'll turn around.
Greg, are you?
I don't think you have to pre-order it for it to be positive. Just say it. It's cool. I don't need it.
Okay. So you don't want me to tell you how I feel. You want me to tell.
I didn't.
You
say
want me
that.
to tell you how you
I
feel.
didn't say that.
Oh,
I didn't say that. I like it. I think it's cool. I like that. I want the egg canister.
So do I. I want all of this.
Pam
I'm
says
just
this
saying.
is the nicest I've seen these guys.
I want all this stuff too, but I don't want to buy 8 different fucking boxes just to get it all.
Can I just ask you guys a quick question? Just a quick question. If this is negative, then if he's displayed on the rock, he's displayed in the bucket. What do I need the bowl of food and stuff for? What's
For
that
your
going to
other
be displayed
Grogus.
with? For my other Grogus.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This needs a whole
Background
other
stuff.
Grogu that's not for the rock.
Pictures.
It
There's
needs...
all kinds of stuff you could do with it.
Pictures. What are you talking about? Pictures.
There's a whole community on Instagram
Of
of people
toy
that
photography.
take pictures.
Okay,
of
Eddie,
their
you
John,
take your
believe it
picture,
or not,
snap.
people take pictures of their
I'm
toys.
not
They
saying
take
you
them out of
gotta
the
get
box.
mad or get upset about it. I'm just saying there is a use for it.
Okay.
Just not for you.
I'm just saying. Okay, you
Just
take your
not for
shots, and then how about when you display it? What are you going to display it? You're going to just display a bowl of soup in
They
the
don't.
cabinet?
Some people
You
don't
can.
display their
John,
stuff. Some
believe it
people
or not,
have it in
John,
their fucking
people
basement.
take it out of the box, bro.
And get it
Believe it or
straight,
not.
Eddie. The fucking
John,
collection's
open
not
your
in the
mind,
basement. How
bro.
long have you been on this channel?
Longer than you.
Some people
And he still
literally
doesn't know.
buy the figures to take pictures and they put it back in the box and they store them.
Some people buy the figures and leave them in the box.
Yeah, the smart ones.
Look,
How dare you?
They're a company that's gonna make money. They're not gonna do what we want them to do. They want to make money.
Well, then they're not gonna get my money.
Out there. They're gonna
how are they gonna make? How are they gonna
money?
Well, those people.
You're
are
one person.
fools.
You're one person.
One opinion matters.
If more people stuck to their fucking convictions and said this shit's not cool, we wouldn't have
because
this
I
problem.
like it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're part of the problem. You keep
Why is that
fucking
a
giving them
problem?
money, like, oh, you're gonna fuck me? Here's $300. They're gonna be like, dude, we could keep fucking this guy now.
You're a hypocrite. You can't be a hypocrite. You're complaining about sand bases, and then you say this is okay.
Yeah,
How
but
is
this
that
isn't
being
a sand
hypocrite?
base.
Yeah,
It
that's
doesn't matter,
different.
but
That
it's
doesn't
along the same line. It's still
No,
jipping.
it's not.
It's
not even close. That's not even
At the end of the day, guys, we're 6 guys here. Everybody has different opinions. That's it.
Well, yeah, but
I
you know.
appreciate that nothing in this, maybe the Baby Yoda head might be, but everything here seems new, right? It's new sculpt, new creatures. It's not like you're getting this and then they're like, oh, here's also that one crucial thing that was missing from the other release that you now have to buy. Everything here is like, for the first time, you can get it here. I appreciate that, but at the same time, there's been plenty of Grogu releases.
Read this for me, Zach.
That this, I don't understand the need for this. John, everyone has the right to their opinions. Also, John, if people don't collect how I collect, they are wrong and stupid for it.
Tell me when and how I said that. Re-record this freaking tape and tell me when I said that. I got Peanut Gallery telling me that I can't express how I feel because it's negative.
No one said you can't express.
No one said you can't express, dude.
All I've been hearing that is, that
yeah,
is negative.
honestly, we need fucking Kylo to come here and kill Grogu, so I have to stop buying Grogu shit. Thank you.
That's it.
I'll sell you the Grogu death diorama. Mario, what do you think about this?
Whatever. It's a thing. I personally don't care. Just move on. Just move on.
Now this is nice.
No, this is garbage.
Nice.
Are you kidding me? This is.
What?
I'm kidding.
What?
I'm kidding.
I was like,
go first.
what?
I want you to go
As
first.
soon as you said this is garbage, we lost like 10 people.
No, I'm kidding.
This to me was probably the highlight of the show.
Yeah.
Boba on throne, Fennec in the back.
Someone said Fennec head sculpt
confirmed. I think they might be streaming right now. This looks great. I hope that I know that they do like sometimes they do complex additions for conventions, right? And at this point, this Jabba mini throne base hasn't been solicited, from what I understand. I think if they made this, like maybe $100-$150, I think a lot of people would buy that. I think that's, I think that's something that's really cool. But this looks fantastic. The weathering on the bronze there, you have that patina in there.
Yeah,
the blue just
greenish.
looks fantastic. The paintwork looks really good. I never realized that Fennec's helmet was bright orange. I know someone mentioned that a few streams ago. Being a sharpshooter, that's kind of weird to have a bright orange helmet. But that is actually on the character, so I can't really fault Hot Toys for that. I'm curious to see what the Fennec head sculpt will look like, but I mean, the actress is beautiful. I imagine the head sculpt is going to be great. This honestly was the most exciting release from everything that they showed on day one, and then obviously last week. And it's priced very reasonably, right? It's priced very reasonably. I just hope that they do at some point offer collectors who want it this option for this more deluxe diorama.
Yeah, $390, I believe, is the price.
$390, yes, I believe so.
Yeah, that's a little high for me, but because the regular one is what, $245, wasn't it? It's pretty low.
It was very reasonable too, yeah.
But like, I don't know, man. If I'm gonna get the Boba Fett, because I only plan on getting one. I'm not gonna get the acid one. I don't really want the deluxe, but I guess I could get it. But the throne is so fucking like, I don't know why, but it's just so Boba, If I could walk in there, shoot the guy, and take his spot. That's so cool. So I'm leaning towards on getting this version, this deluxe. But yeah, this thing is perfect. I have nothing negative to say about it.
Not even the boot sleeves?
I'm not a fan of the boot sleeves. Honestly, I'll probably, it's not going to be screen accurate, but I'll probably swap those out. I'll probably give them some cool like military boots or something.
Dan, what do you think?
I like it, but I'm also like 50-50 whether I want a statue version or the 1/6. Because I like the 1/6 size. Like it can fit in the display that I'm thinking about putting it in. The only thing that's kind of a little bit of a problematic thing for me right now is the cloth, the clothing. It looks a little too stiff and puffy, I guess. Which, you know, I guess we're gonna have to futz it. So, but I mean, I like the fact that there's Fennec also.
What
just
part
on
of
Boba.
the clothing? Oh, or like his leg.
Like he looks kind of. Like it's like a statue. You're gonna get all the cuts and the. And the creases.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can futz that. It's just gonna take time, which a lot of people don't take. But I mean, I like the price point. I like the size. Like you can fit this into probably a DTOF or any type of shelf. And that Fennec is a plus.
Yeah.
Because the statues that I know of, the Fennec is still a iffy.
So maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, David, we'll talk about the timer stuff a bit later in our one of our discussions here in a bit. So stay tuned for that. John, what do you think? You're on mute, John. You're on mute, John.
He's posing for the camera and everything.
This is my, let me accentuate, this is my opinion. Okay, my opinion.
Let's hear it, bro.
Beautiful. This is beautiful. The only thing holding me back on this one is I might want to see what this is going to look like on the statue front, how it's going to come out in statue form. Kind of want to see what the companies do with it. But speaking from the Hot Toys standpoint, love the base. Really hope they give us this Jabba base that the throne can go on top of. I think it looks good. Excited to see Fennec. Everyone in the chat saying we're going to get the head sculpt, that we have confirmation, so that's exciting. Eddie, how do you feel about this backdrop? I'll throw it on to you.
I wouldn't use it.
Okay.
I think it looks better than a normal one because it has the 3D part of it.
Like it doesn't fold or anything around it. Yeah.
But I wouldn't use it either way. So, and then the bottom underneath, how people are saying like, oh, we should get that. That would be cool, but I probably wouldn't get it anyway. The thing, I like this. I like this release. This is probably the throne boba that I would get. Because you could put Fennec on there, it's not too big. It's a good size. The thing is, with the quarter scale statues, this is going to be a huge quarter scale statue. And now that I collect statues, having them in hand and stuff is like, they take up a lot of space, especially quarter scale. So it's like you have to really pick and choose what you want in that form. And it would look, I'm not denying Danny's right. The details would be insane. I mean, the details they'd get on the throne and on the clothing and everything. And then, especially if you want Fennec too, holy shit, that's going to be a lot. But, so I prefer this. I like it. I think it looks good. And I like that they did a good job posing this. Like this looks perfect how they're supposed to be posed. Like that's how he was. And Fennec looks good. Hopefully we get Fennec. Hopefully she's not one of the ones that sits on the coming soon, because she's a really cool character, and I like that we're getting history on her in Bad Batch and kind of rounding out that character. So I like it. This looks good to me. What do you think, Mario?
I think this would have been a perfect competitor for a DX figure with this exact display, with the Jabba base, with the backdrop. Hell, even with Fennec and the throne, this would have been a freaking home run, for a GX figure. Not like the little janky Ahsoka that they gave us. But I mean, although I love the figure, it looks amazing, but that doesn't belong in the DX line. Another thing too, it's great to see to have they're getting figures to sit. I know some people have difficulty trying to pull that off, to get some of the figures to be sitting properly in a throne or in a chair or what have you. I like the Boba. The Boba looks great. We were talking earlier about how there's added texture in the armor, which actually some of us do prefer over the cleaner look that's in the show. But yeah, it looks good. I like the paint apps. The backdrop, I'm not too much of a fan of, unless a little janky with the way the light is shining off of it. I'm excited for the idea of the Fennec, but in this photo right here, it just looks like it reminds me of the cheap the Hasbro figures, where it just doesn't look well to me. The tailoring doesn't look as form fitting as it should be. It just looks a little bit poofy. This angle is probably a little bit better, but yeah, I'm a fan of the Iron Studios, what they did in the 10th scale. I think that looks amazing for what they did, and I want that exact replica with unhelmeted, that same pose, but in like quarter scale form, of the statue. So I'm excited to see whether or not if one of the statue companies will decide to go that route and give us the piece that a lot of us want. That being said, I went ahead, I did pre-order it, and I think just because of the whole FOMO thing that was going on today, that we'll discuss later on today, or later on during the show. But no, it's a great piece. I really like it.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about the paint, the controversy with the paint job on it? Because I guess the way they painted it is they wanted it to look like it had been painted over, because that's essentially what he did. He got his armor.
Is that what Sideshow said, or what Hot Toys?
That's what Hot Toys did. They wanted to give it the effect of it's repainted, but I guess in the show it looked more clean than that.
Yeah, so we talked about that last Wednesday, but did Hot Toys confirm that that's what they were going for, or you're saying that because they did it?
No, I didn't hear that from Hot Toys, but I'm guessing that's the look they were going for.
Yeah. Some people said that it's a convention, they just put this together real quick. I don't really buy that, because 3D printing, or even just using an existing, it's almost more difficult to repaint something that's already done. Ian can print a mask in an hour. It's not if they went through the trouble to fully tailor Fennec and create her rifle and all the things, and they're saying they just put it up like that because they didn't have enough time. It's I doubt that. I think unless they tell us that they're going to change, I think it's going to be like that. But yeah, a lot of people were definitely complaining that the paint had that texture in it, when in the show it appears to be fairly smooth.
Yeah, I think it looks good. I don't mind either way. I just wanted to hear what you guys' thoughts on it was.
Let's blow through. Mario, you got in on this one, right?
What's that?
You got in on the throne talk on this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously weren't paying attention, but yes, I.
I just wanted to make sure, because you were on the bottom, so that means you jumped somebody maybe. I don't know. I just wanted to make sure. I don't want to get yelled at. Let's blow through both of these real quick. The episode 1 battle droid on the Stap, and then also the super battle droid. I know a lot of people have been really wanting a super battle droid. Especially, I think it's great because it goes with so many figures. I think this is going to sell well if they put it up for solicitation. I think the painting looks great. I think the sculpt looks pretty good. I've never personally been a super, no pun intended, super huge fan of this design, but this just goes. It fits in the Mando line. It fits in Episode 2, Episode 3, Clone Wars line. This is great to me, honestly. This is absolutely fantastic. And then Battle Droid on Stap. It'll be interesting to see if this is the only way to get the Battle Droid. I think making it as a 2-pack, would be a wise decision. But I mean, the painting and the sculpting on this looks incredible.
Is that Hot Toys? This one?
Yeah, this was in,
because the base confused me when I saw it. I was like, that looks like the Sideshow bases that they use for Baby Yoda.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there doesn't appear to be any sand on it, so
there's no footprints.
That's a good point. Yeah, I was just confused by that.
Yeah, what do you think, Dean?
Yeah, dude, these are fucking no-brainer, right? Episode 3, Obi-Wan, Anakin, Yoda, all the clones. I mean, Hot Toys hasn't made a ton of clones yet, but got clones coming. I know you don't really see them a lot in Bad Batch, but they're there. Mandalorian, you see them. These fit in so many places, and I know collectors have been wanting them for a long time. I mean, shit, even the crappy Sideshow ones can get pretty expensive. Just people that want to have them in the collection, and they're such a huge part of Star Wars. How could you not have these? Yeah, I would love to see a Droideka at some point in the future.
Oh,
That's
that
like
would
a
be fantastic.
a holy grail figure in terms of droid. I mean, dude, the droidicas are fucking so cool. So that gives me a little hope. Honestly, before these were shown today, I never would have thought Hot Toys would touch. Like, I mean, they haven't even done Grievous, so it's like, they're probably not ever going to do these. So they still might not ever. They could just be on display. But I think it's super cool that maybe the possibility is out there. So, yeah, super cool to see them.
Yeah, they're cool, man. These are what I was most excited about at the con. The two droids. I want them both. I want to army build them both. As long as the droid comes without the stab, like I'm not gonna buy multiple droids with stabs to army build them. So if it comes like that, then I'll just get one. But they're awesome. I mean, you can use it for anything. You can use it for Clone Wars. You can use it for prequels. You could use it for Mandalorian. Well, the super droid anyway, super battle droid. And I thought it was cool that, like, I don't know if that's why they had never done it, or if they're just using Mandalorian hype to release the super battle droid. But I thought it was cool that they used it from that one scene, from the flashback scene to get it out there. So that's cool. Cool. Mario, what do you think?
No, I like it. It's good. It's cool to see these super battle droid and the standard battle droid come out. I really like the paint apps in the super battle droid. Like they really put the texture. The texture really pops on this thing. I really like it. The standard battle droid on Stap, I think it was a matter of time because they've already showed the. They've already got Anakin from the pre-order that comes with the Stap, right? So
yeah, from Clone Wars.
I thought it was only a matter of time, and I'm curious to know whether or not if they really will release a battle droid with another Stap, considering that we already do have Anakin with the Stap. So maybe they'll just. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully not, because I know there's gonna be a lot of collectors that are gonna want to army build these things. But will be cool if they give us like different variations, like the the Geonosis version, the Naboo versions, different paint apps for the battle.
Yeah, in Clone Wars they introduced a ton of different paint apps also. So
yeah, all the different sergeants, the officers with the different paint apps. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. But no, it's good to see these. I mean, would you agree, Danny?
Yeah, definitely. Like to see them with different markings would be cool, and it's just a good time for droid guys. I mean, it looks phenomenal. All the detail, the weathering, all the little mechanics inside the little joints and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. Innovation, wouldn't you say, John?
Yeah, definitely. I like this.
You are so cheesy. My goodness.
What's the name of the other droid that was there? The gray one?
The Super Battle Droid.
Super Battle Droid. Almost has a finish like the Ironmonger.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. This one I really like because it has the, what's this called? A staff? Stap. I never got into the Clone Wars, guys. I know it's bad, but
this was in episode 2, episode 1.
Episode 1.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I do like episode 1. So Clone Wars and the prequels were not my favorite, so I didn't really pay too many attention to it. The Clone Wars I want to get into but the prequels, sorry. But this looks great. I really like this, and it's nice to see that they're going. I know they're not going to go with the larger vehicles, but it's nice that they're going with these smaller ones, so that at least we get a little bit of a taste of it in the collection.
It's funny that Eddie mentioned the base, because I just look back right now and I'm like, that looks almost identical to the Baby Yoda base from Sideshow. So maybe this is a Sideshow figure. I mean, the marketing on it says Hot Toys, but
maybe it's
what base does Anakin and the stuff come?
That's what I was about to say. Take a look at the Anakin one.
No, his is a. I don't think it's this. It's like a little triangular thing. Yeah. I think it's different.
Someone said there's a person selling 3D printed droidicas on eBay. They are $200, but it's a static figure, so that don't do me no good.
They also showed the Return of the Jedi colored speeder bike with the Scout Trooper. I know this is something a lot of people have been asking for. I think it would be interesting to see if they release the speeder bike by itself. I think that would be a no-brainer move by Hot Toys to do that. But this looks really good. I think, people asked for it, begged for it. I think this, in theory, should sell well. You got Luke, Leia that can go on the back of these. Mm-hmm. You can troop build Endor Scout Troopers. I think this is a very simple release, but I think it's going to be one that is going to sell extremely well. What do you think, Dean?
Sorry, I thought I was mute. My bad. I went to go unmute myself and I was not mute. Yeah, this looks great. Man, dude, fighting off the urge to buy this if it comes out is going to be hard.
Yeah, man, don't blame you.
Dude, like, who doesn't love that scene? You know, it's so iconic Star Wars, dude. Like, it's like the fucking flying through the trench of the Death Star. It's flying through the forest of Endor. Like, it's so
really
cool. And, you know, the collector in me wants more than just one of them, but my wallet is like, well, you're stupid. If you could buy the bike alone, I guess that's kind of cool, but thinking of like most collectors, maybe in my position where it's like I didn't own the Sideshow one, I would want it with the Trooper. But if, let's just say you have like Hot Toys Endor Luke, or even the Sideshow Deluxe Luke, and you just want a bike, that'd be perfect too if they just sold the bike. But I would prefer it if it was, you know, obviously in one package with the Trooper. I think it's great. I hope it comes out.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it was just a matter of time when they did that Mandalorian Scout Trooper on bike. It was a matter of time before they did this. I think it was rumored a while ago, but now that we're finally seeing it, it's cool. And, you know, OT fans could get a figure out because I know that's been like a big thing is like, they're focusing on Mandalorian and there hasn't been any OT love really. So that's really cool. I would love to have like an OT collection, but I got into the game too late and I just don't feel like going back and getting a lot of those characters. So I love this scene too. Like Endor is one of my favorite scenes of all the original trilogy. But I don't know if I'd get it. I'd be very tempted. It would be very hard not to, but I don't have a lot of the OT stuff, so.
Eddie, I wouldn't worry about backtracking to the OT stuff considering how fast these clones are coming out, and that's your jam, dude. So
yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, I'm already freaking broke with all these releases as it is. So.
Exactly, dude. There's already enough going on.
But yeah, I think it's a great release. Hopefully it goes up for PO. I would love for, you know, them to do the bike on its own, Dean, but I have a feeling it's going to be like the Scout Trooper from Mando, where it's like either the bike and the Trooper or just the Trooper.
Agreed.
But it would be cool. I mean, that's options, right? And they should give the people more options. But anyway, what do you think, John?
Yeah, I love this. I think it was executed nicely. This is essentially just like this is a repaint of the one from the Mandalorian, correct?
Pretty much.
Believe so.
Pretty
Yes.
much, right? Yeah, I think it looks great. I'm kicking myself because I didn't pick up any of the Endor figures, like the Leia. I had my chances, but it didn't work out. Or the Luke, so I don't know, I might have to backtrack and pick those up. But this is exciting. I really like it.
John, if you need some extra cash, bro, to help fund some of those backtrack a little bit,
not going anywhere.
Just hit up your boy about the DX07, man.
Wow.
I mean, no, look, I agree with you, Eddie, where you said that I think they're also going to release this the same way they did the Mandalorian one, where you do get the single Scout Trooper along with the 2-pack with a bike. I don't see them releasing the speeder bike by itself, although they did do the swoop by itself, which is kind of a bit of a curveball there. So, but no, this is great. I'm really happy that you're finally getting some OT love, man. It's been a while. I think the last one that we got was I want to say the Leia Endor,
Snowspeeder Luke, or the last thing that was like teased,
well, the last
right?
thing that was actually released, yeah. But yeah, Snowspeeder Luke, yeah, you're right. As far as the last thing that went up for pre-order, and that's another one that should be hopefully comes out pretty soon, but we'll see. But no, I'm excited for this, and I really hope this doesn't end up in purgatory, Hot Toys purgatory, however you want to call it.
Do you think this opens up the possibility of a reissue for Luke and Leia?
I don't want to bring that up because I didn't want to get you emotional. I was going to say, I think they're going to do the Luke now on a bike.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would be fine with that if they're going to charge you that tax to buy the bike, but a straight reissue. Like, I think everyone knows that we're going to get Luke as a Mando figure at some point. But
I
to
think
just
it's too
straight
soon though, isn't it? I mean, the Leia just sold out. Isn't it still on wait list?
No.
probably not Leia, but I'm
I
saying
think it was
Mando
on
with,
wait
Yeah,
with the
it's on
black with the
waitlist.
black cloak.
The
I think you're
two-pack.
going to see that at some point.
Yeah, yeah. Like we're eventually, yeah. That Luke should be dropping any minute. I'm seeing a bunch of rumors that that should be dropping anytime. Maybe this week. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, Danny, we're finally getting some OT love, man. What do you think?
Yeah, man, I've been waiting for this. I'd probably be more excited, but since we did get the Mando version, that kind of satiated my thirst a little. But
Well, this is your favorite trooper, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're two different versions, dude.
But I don't
It's
know.
Justified.
This kind of looks the same as the Mando, because the original, the cut here is tighter to the neck. It's higher too.
So you're saying instead of
The
like
chest
doing
piece.
it the right way, they just repainted it and said it was the original?
Well, also the shoulder pad on
think-
the right is upside down. Just noticed that right now.
I think the only thing
snap,
they did
look at
was they
Wow,
flipped
someone
the knee
fucked up.
pads,
The knee
to
pads,
the
yeah.
correct. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm not
Wow.
100% sure. It's hard
You
to
hate
see.
to see it.
But,
Now I can't look away.
You hate to
Yeah,
see it.
seriously.
This is fucking Doug.
but the only
You don't know
thing,
how to post shit, Doug?
if they did do the
Damn it, guy.
if they did add a single, I'm hoping they add more hands. Because the Mando, they only gave you the trigger fist. I mean, the trigger hands that specifically only can hold that blaster, like an open palm, and the gripping the bike. So
Yeah, we'd love to see it, but I wouldn't put it past them if they
Yeah.
pretty much gave us like the exact release that we already saw with the Mandalorian. It's just a different paint apps, but yeah, it's gonna be great.
but yeah, looking
They-
forward to it.
They did also show the Navarro safe house, and I think this is so interesting. Back in the day, Sideshow used to do diorama pieces, but they were like close enough that you could kind of futz them in with Star Wars stuff, and they're obviously meant to invoke like the imagery, but they were never like exactly Star Wars things. And so this is obviously pretty much straight from the screen. I like this. I think this is a very manageable diorama size. It's not like you're ordering something and then you get like a fucking Millennium Falcon cockpit that's going to take up your whole collection room. I think this is a good size. I think it'd be interesting to see what it's actually made out of, if it's polystone or just hollow plastic. But I think this definitely could be a thing. I know we've seen companies like Jazzing Dioramas be very successful selling dioramas of this style. So I think this is great. Whether or not it's going to be released remains to be seen, but I also think this is going to be very expensive if it does come out. I think you could easily see this being like $400 or $500.
Wow.
Easy. What do you think? Ian?
Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful. I would actually really love to have that. I'd find space for it. But yeah, this is something you could 3D print for pennies on the dollar, honestly.
Sure.
This would probably cost you, if you had your own 3D printer, probably, I don't know, $10-15 to print. Maybe 50. So like, I don't know, a lot of things. I mean, even like vehicles, honestly, like that speeder bike, you could probably find a model of it and have it printed out and pay like Zach or Ian to paint it, So like the diorama, like it is cool, but it's like I could just, I mean, obviously it wouldn't be as sturdy and but that's up to you how you want to finish it, right? You don't just 3D print something and paint it. So like this, like it gets me excited, like, oh cool, look what the possibilities are. But then at the same time, it's like, but I could probably do it for way less if I need to. So I don't know. That is what it is.
Yeah, even if you didn't 3D print it, building this with styrofoam and like all those, it's not that hard. I mean, it's tedious, and you got to find pieces, but that's the only thing is like it'll be a lot cheaper to do this on your own than it would be, because I have a feeling it's gonna be pricey too. I think it's cool, and like we're always talking about Hot Toys doing different things, innovation and all that, and I think it's cool that they're like going that route to do something different. I wonder how well it'll do, and if it's for the right price, maybe I'd get one. I don't know if I'd get this one. It would have to be like something like this is very scene specific. Like I would rather have something that's like
Well,
I don't know, more broad.
What's the
I
right
guess.
price for you though, Eddie? Just curious.
For something like this, like I would be cheap. Like it's not necessarily what it should be, but it would what I would want it to be. Like no more
bucks.
than. Well, you know, I'm not a jackass. You know, no more than like
You appreciate the artistry a little bit more than I
150,
do.
200. Like
Okay.
I wouldn't pay more. I have a feeling this shit's gonna be like $300 to $400. Like we're looking at like Iron Man prices for stuff like this. I think, especially if it has like electronics like that eye that lights up over there. It's gonna they're gonna milk the shit out of that. But yeah, and I'm not saying that it's not worth that. It'd be hard for me to spend that. Price is relevant to me. If whatever you think it's worth, that's what you should be spending. But anyway, yeah, that's what I think. John, what about you, man?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy to see things like this. It's different. I haven't picked up any dials like this yet, but if they start producing this sort of thing where I can get this set up and I have the space, I definitely see myself picking them up. The detail in the wall with the cracks and everything, I really like it. Now, they confirmed this is fully plastic? No sculpting, polystone, or anything like that? Do we know
I would
anything?
assume so.
I don't think they confirmed like anything about
No?
how it's made,
Okay.
or I don't remember it anyway.
Because they've done pieces with the polystone, but I really like how you can fit couple stormtroopers there in the back, remnant troopers, and I like it. Overall, I like it. Anything to make a nice scene. I know what Dean was saying, that you can get everything 3D printed, but I'm not talented, and I don't want to go through the hassle of having to send everything in and getting it painted and this and that.
You shut your mouth. You're very talented.
Oh,
what a guy.
on the painting
I appreciate
front.
you, John.
Thank you. But yeah, I like this, and I hope to see down the line. I'd like to see them do a whole separate line of dials. Get back into it because they were doing such a great job. What do you think, Mario?
You're on mute, Mario.
I'm on mute. Sorry, guys. When did they do dials? I don't even remember them doing anything like that at all.
Sideshow's done dials.
Sideshow's done a lot of
Has
dials.
it?
And then Hot.
Okay.
Yes. There's
Really?
one called, I think it's called Base Station Alpha. I'll pull it up right now.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that either.
I mean, everybody's talking like this thing is going to come out, and I don't see
Yeah,
that
I don't
happening, man. There's no way. There's no way that Side or Hot Toys is going to put this out. They just do their figures.
Yeah,
they do some
probably.
vehicles.
You're
But as
probably
far as
right.
like an environmental dial, I don't see that happening.
You're probably
I mean,
right.
I can appreciate other people's dials from afar, but I'm not a fan. What do you got, John? What happened?
This is the real quick before whoever else goes. I mean, they've done different dioramas in the past. Like this is Reactor Station Alpha, and so obviously it's meant to look like Star Wars, but they're not really branded as Star Wars.
Okay.
But obviously not to this scale where you could fit like a whole, several figures in it.
Yeah,
But
I've seen some of the custom.
they see these third-party fan art companies making like really beautiful dioramas. Whoa, Jesus.
Yeah, I was gonna say shout out to Metamorphic Customs. I've seen a couple.
Yeah,
of his
Metamorphic.
pieces
I was trying to
recently.
think of the
He's doing-
name.
He's doing some
Exactly.
great work. He does
He
some great
kills
work,
it.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
This was
Cantinas-
memed. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Single Songwriters to Sideshow did the Cantina seats and tables a few years ago. They also did the hollow chest.
Hollow
table.
chest, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead, boys.
Nah, this was funny just to see this memed in the chat. He just the stormtrooper
Oh, yeah.
just has his hands out and
Yeah, that's such a weird picture.
all kinds of shit. I don't know. I'd love to see it, but I don't know. What do you think, Danny? You think something like this will come out?
No, I'm kind of like thinking the same thing. It's like that Starfighter and the Falcon cockpit. They're
Just kind of showing off what they can do, huh?
Yeah, and I mean, I wouldn't even really want them to do it. I'd rather them just focus on the figures. Like bang those out.
Yeah, seriously. There's a lot to get out.
Yeah, exactly.
They did also show the animated line figures from Sideshow, the Obi-Wan and Anakin. And honestly, I mean, these to me, back when they were first announced, I think they, they stole the show back then. And then even now, I still think these look so incredibly good. Big concern here on Anakin, the fabric being so thin, you can see right through to the body on his right arm.
Yeah.
But the cut and sew on this outfit, the Clone Wars styling is very angular. I mean, these just look absolutely incredible. Same with the Obi-Wan. I know We talked about Anakin and Obi-Wan, like the different like shirt layers that they may or may not be accurate, but I really think they are quite accurate. They even got the friggin' a lot of these companies that like Gentle Giant did a statue of this Anakin, and then Sideshow did one as well for 6 scale. They missed the communicator on the left wrist. Looks like they got it here. I mean, these just look so good. And if they're reasonably priced, I think these are going to be one of the best-selling things that Sideshow, can put out, I think.
Sideshow?
Okay, I'm going to start coming at all of y'all. I'm going to start coming at all y'all when you make mistakes.
Zach, you're not wrong, dude. These look fucking phenomenal. I can't wait for these. I think they look so good. Because, Sweet Angel Watto Scrapyard sells these head sculpts. In fact, I might even replace these head sculpts with the Watto ones. But you could put those on like your Anakin and Episode 3 Obi-Wan, but like the bodies are different, obviously. The styling of the hands and the feet and the boots, yeah, it's very different. So they stick out a little. So with these coming out, dude, fuck, game changer, bro. These look amazing. Like you said, I think it depends on the price. I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait either, man. These they look great. The Anakin head sculpt is insane, man. Like that looks just like it came off the animation. So I'm very excited. I want them to be listed. I think when Grievous becomes in stock, I think that's when these will go up. That's just a guess. I feel like they're waiting to get that one out, but yeah, hopefully. I was hoping we'd see like more from this line, even though they haven't even put these up yet. I was like, maybe they'll show like an Ahsoka or something, or I wonder if they're gonna do animated like body styles for the clones, because that would be a whole nother fucking thing I would have to think about. But
dude, that would be amazing, bro.
That would be really cool. I just wouldn't want to have to get those and the Hot Toys. I'd have to decide, and hopefully like the figures are good. Like I have a Sideshow Trooper now, and it's good. I mean, there's issues with it, but for how old it is, I don't care. So I'm a little curious to see how that comes out, because we all hear scary stories about that, so I'm interested to see how they come out. But what do you think, Mario?
You're muted again.
You're muted again.
Freaking hell! I'm sorry, guys.
Mario.
Hey, I'm just trying to be
courteous.
Anyway, courteous. There you go.
What a guy.
Words. No, I think they nailed the Anakin. That looks freaking amazing. The more and more that I look at it, these are legit, like, hard to pass up for me personally, because I don't want to go down the animated line, because that's going to be a freaking rabbit hole, Eddie, just like you said, going back with all those clones and then having multiples of the same figure with the Hot Toys in a more realistic fashion, and then we've got the animated interpretation from Sideshow. But that being said, I really hope Sideshow just give us a more quality type of a body that doesn't have such like a loose waist joints or loose arms in general. I mean,
yeah.
I know they're pretty notorious for giving us cheaper bodies in that sense, but I gotta say, these look amazing, man. I really like these a lot. The Obi-Wan, I'm not completely 100% sold on it. I agree with Dean. Right? Yeah, the head, exactly. I agree with Dean. I think I like the Watto's one better, and the way that Ian painted it up. If Ian painted it up, it looked phenomenal. So, and I'm sure we gotta see an Ahsoka too, right? In animated fashion.
What would be the first you think they do? You think they do Snips? Do they do season 7? Middle?
I think they gotta go Snips.
No, I think they would do mid-season, like mid-series with her in the brown and the little crop top or what have you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they'll go that route. But no, these look great. I'm excited to see these, John. What do you think?
To be honest, I'm impressed. I know when they first came out, I wasn't too big of a fan of the Sideshow figures, but I think they were executed very well. The only gripe that I have is same with what Zach was saying with the outfit on Anakin. You can kind of see through the material, so hopefully they fix that. But other than that, I think this pair might be my first pair of Sideshow figures. I'm really happy with how they came out.
Wow,
yeah.
You don't have any Sideshow figures in your collection?
None at all. No, none at all.
Interesting.
Yeah. No, I like how they're executed, definitely. What do you think, Danny?
Man, this is like Mario said, this is a rabbit hole that I'm like dreading. It's just the possibilities are
good.
crazy.
Because this is the versions that you wanted, Danny, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is why you
That's
didn't
my
really
only
order the Hot Toys
my
ones.
only nitpick is I'd like to see the shoulder. I mean the chest and shoulder armor on these guys.
Oh yeah,
That would be a great pack in though in the box though.
Or some sort of a sideshow exclusive.
Hopefully they will add them on.
yeah,
But-
you're right.
And then with a cape, man, that's like crazy. So that's what I'd want. And then like, dude, if they put like the alien Jedis,
Game
Oh,
over,
dude.
man.
I need more magic cases.
How would you guys feel about like laser effects on the lightsaber? Like as if blasters are hitting
blaster?
it? Yeah, I feel like that would be cool.
I've never been keen on those, man.
No?
I know like maybe it's Black Series or like the TVC. I think they used to come with them.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I
Wonder
never
Woman too.
liked
The Hot Toys has like
the
those little
metal.
the magnet
magnet,
ones on
yeah, yeah.
her gauntlets that has the effects kind of bouncing off of her.
Yeah.
I think that could look cool if it pulls up. It pulls up right, and if they release like a proper companion piece to where you could set up the type of scene like that, I think that'd be pretty cool. I wouldn't be against that.
Be interesting, yeah.
Definitely be interesting to see what
Yeah,
they
it's a good
do.
idea.
Sideshow, we'll kind of skip through this one because we've already seen it several times. But they did also have their Grievous on display, and I think it looked pretty decent. That one should be right around the corner. So if you have it on order,
It looks whack.
Premium format FT dub. Telling you.
oh, that premium format looks beautiful. Tune into to In and Outs on Monday for that. Mondo put up their Wolverine not final product pictures, but like the initial solicitation photos. We had shown this one here, the work in progress, a few months back, but they now have it. And boy, I love it when a company can have fun with their product. They did the meme, right? They did the meme. They got Wolverine in the bed looking at the picture of Cyclops. And this is Jean Grey, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't love the unmasked portrait, but I get that that's the style they're going for. But honestly, in our Patreon chat, this figure was like all the rage today. Like people couldn't get enough of this. I wasn't planning on talking about it, but how excited everyone was, I was like, it would be a shame to leave this off the show sheet.
What's Peter B. Parker doing there?
I believe the price point for this one is $200. I don't know that there's a release yet or an official pre-order that's been put up yet. But man, this thing, I just love it when companies get in on the memes. I fucking love it. What do you think, Dean?
Go back to the one with all the stuff.
There you go.
What's with this like regular ass looking dude down here? Next to Wolverine's head? It just looks
that's
looks like Peter B. Parker.
what's his name? Mute or jeez, I forgot his name. He's the guy Morph.
Oh, so it could be Wolverine or this other guy pretending to be Wolverine?
He's like a guy that can mimic anybody, like kind of like Mystique.
Yeah.
Well, that's...
But he was only in the show, the cartoon.
I mean, it looks fantastic. I know Mondo makes really nice stuff. So, I mean, if you need a 1/6 scale Wolverine in this style, which is like animation, like ripped from the animation, which is pretty cool. I say, good for you. Go for it. Make sure you get it. $200 honestly isn't bad. Now it's not your typical 6 scale figure, right? So there's no like base body and then everything is attached. The clothes go over that. It's
I think it's more
figure.
a toy, right? Like not a toy, quote unquote, but like you're right. It's like the arms and the forearms, even if they're two separate pieces, it's not like they slip on like the gauntlets, right?
Right. So, although it is 6 scale, I wouldn't consider it like a 6 scale figure, because that's like a whole other beast, I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I think it looks great. I'm excited for it to come out. I don't own... I've gone on record before, and I know I got a lot of shit for it. I don't like the X-Men. I never have.
Well,
how dare you?
But the Jim Lee designs are my favorite. Danny, I know that's your cousin.
Thank you.
Your
You
uncle.
redeemed yourself.
And the Wolverine is this Wolverine is so iconic, that Jim Lee design. Like, whenever I see any other Wolverine, I'm like, why would you ever not get the other one? Like, so they knocked it out of the park, I think. Mario?
Oh, I'm next. I didn't see that. Sorry. No, this looks sweet. I really like when a company puts like an animated or comic inspired take on their figures, like with the cell shading and a little bit of like the outline and some of the muscle definition and the abs and the little details like that. That looks sick as hell, dude. But to be honest, I'm with the collector. I'm more of a Claremont fan. I like the brown suit Wolverine more. But no, this looks pretty cool. I mean, Mondo, like you guys mentioned earlier, they're basically a larger, 1/6-ish style kind of Marvel Legends toy.
Pretty much, yeah.
So what do these go for again? Do they solicit?
This one was
price?
$200, and I believe someone in the comments was saying that the sad face and possibly even the photo frame was part of the. This was Equan here, so part of the SDCC exclusive part.
Mm-hmm. The packaging on this thing was pretty cool, with him just lying down in the bed looking at the photo
with the pillow too. That's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, that's a nice touch.
I think this whole packaging format is just SDCC only.
Gotcha. But no, it looks cool, John. I mean, what do you think?
I like it. I don't think I take them out of the box, right? Because the whole point is not only.
Well, not with that packaging. No.
Dude, John, you have an
you're gonna
excuse
want
for
that
not
packaging.
taking
Yeah,
them
I
out.
wouldn't take them out of the box. I'll be 100% honest with you. Maybe buy two. I'd buy two to one to display and one to have.
One
like
to
this.
rock, one to stock.
Exactly. I think it's creative. I think this is really good of them. I haven't really collected this scale, or from this company, but it's different. It's innovation. It's going to be a popular release, I think. Eddie, you picking it up?
I probably won't get it. I think it's cool, and I like the packaging and everything, and I wouldn't take it out of the box either. I think it needs to stay in there like that when you do packaging like this, or get a second one. But I think it'll definitely do well. People are always looking for a 1/6 scale X-Men line, and I know it's not clothing, and it's just all sculpt and everything. So if you're into that, then maybe you don't want it. But I think it looks great, and I'm excited to see the whole line because this is very popular. So I think it'll do well.
Did they confirm more characters coming out in this line?
I don't think so. I think they just showed this.
Yeah, I think at this point this is what they've shown us. But Magneto, that'd be cool. Wouldn't mind an X-Men animated Magneto.
Yeah,
that'd be nice. Yeah.
What about you, Danny? You gotta be interested in it at least.
I like it, but no, I'm sticking to statues only for X-Men. But I think Mondo is doing a better job than Sideshow. Like, I prefer this look over Sideshow's, like, comic 1/6 figures. So, but then Mondo's been doing a good job with the Batman animated, the He-Man.
So the He-Mans are really cool, yeah.
As long as they keep that 200 and under price point, I think they're good.
Is that how much this is? 200?
I think so.
$200, yeah.
Wow.
Well, I think it'll be well worth it, knowing I'm sure that the shoulders won't break on this one either. So,
Jesus,
that's a bit pricey though.
That's a plus.
People don't forget, man. People don't forget. Up next, we have So-So Toys. They posted this week, "We need this suit," and they said the suit needs more time when asked about it, but the head sculpts are already done. I know Hot Toys put it up April 1st a few years ago. Kind of went into developmental purgatory. Never heard from it again.
That really was an April Fool's joke, wasn't it?
That one was really fucked up. That was really fucked up, and it was. If it was April 2nd, I don't think it'd be as upset. But
yeah,
dude, people got so friggin' hyped for that. Dean, what are your thoughts? Also, you're on mute.
I was wondering for me because you haven't. What the fuck, dude?
Sorry, man. That was me.
He was trying to unmute you.
For people that are listening, this is Shazam. Because you didn't say what you were talking about, so super confusing.
Oh, well, the whole time I saw you doing this,
tour.
And I was like, what is he doing? Does he not know he's on mute?
I was like, say something, like, say what you're talking about.
That was my apology. So-So Toys Shazam.
Yeah, you're like, so. Yeah,
I was looking at this and I see you and I'm like, I don't know if he knows he's on mute or if he's talking to Deanie in the background. I don't know what's going on.
That's not bad. Yeah, so So-So Toys Shazam, dude. Everybody wants a fucking.
Got him.
Everybody wants a Shazam.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, in fact, you know what, dude? Where are you? Okay, so. Like literally, like everybody has been asking for Shazam since this movie came out. Like, could somebody please make this figure already? We're gonna get the second movie soon. They're already showing teasers.
Oh, they're gonna wait for that now.
Dude, right? And then by the time you get this figure, the fucking outfit's gonna be different. Fucking, I think
Shazam
it's
3 trailers out.
no shit, dude. Honestly, like, as long as we get one out there on the market, I know people want this thing. I don't know if this movie made me like the character. I don't think it made me like the character enough to go buy one.
Yeah.
I don't even own like a 6-inch version, you know. So, that being said, I'm excited for the people that want this to actually have like something to look forward to on the horizon that wasn't a fucking joke. So, I think it's great.
Yeah, that's so sad how the way that came across. But I mean, if anyone's gonna, take a crack at this guy, at Shazam, I would trust So Toys to do it, right? I mean, they're the ones that are doing the boys.
The boys,
right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. That's one of the better looking ones, and they say here that the suit needs some more time. I mean, hell, Dean, maybe they're gonna wait for the second movie to come out and just redesign it based off of that. I don't know.
You could be right.
Yeah, it's a possibility, but no, that's cool to see that they're taking a crack at it, but the way that Hot Toys handled some of these third-party figures before, the way they wiped out who was it, Cable and a couple other figures when they brought their own out, I won't be surprised if by the time the sequel comes out, they actually solicitate their own interpretation of Shazam. But
we'll have to wait
I
and
don't
see.
know. John, are you a fan of this?
I haven't watched the movie. The suit looks cool and stuff. I wonder, do you guys think there's a large enough demand for this figure?
Yes,
You think
100%.
So? Okay.
Especially with the new movie on the
Cyborg,
horizon. Yeah, people were legit upset.
Okay.
And if I remember correctly, I'm trying to remember, it was like probably around episode like 20 or 30 of Collecting Weekly, they had actually said back then that Cyborg was canceled, and I believe they also said at that time that Shazam was canceled.
Wow.
Maybe they said it was canceled or that it was on hold indefinitely, but they basically said that they weren't doing it at that time. Obviously, 2 years later, Cyborg is now a thing that they're going to be doing. But at this point, there's a huge demand for this.
There clearly has
People
to be.
love this movie.
If they're doing a second movie, there has to be. I haven't watched it, but it's one I'll keep an eye out.
It's pretty good, man. Maybe we can do
Is
that
it?
for the movie of the week sometime. Yeah, it was a fun movie. I liked it.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
What do you think, Eddie?
I hate this movie. The Collector, yeah.
Really?
I didn't like this movie at all. I know when this movie came out. Sorry, really quick. The Collector, yeah, that figure did come out.
That's a negative thought, you know. That's negative.
I know, dude.
How
It's
dare
fucking
you
negative.
be so
People
negative
love
about
this movie, and I just did not enjoy it. I won't say I hate it. I know I said I hate it, but like I just don't like it. I don't know what the hype was. It's like this is a family movie, I guess. Like if you take your kids and it could be a fun time, but I just thought it was super
Yeah, there's
annoying.
nothing Eddie hates more than family
and fun.
Family.
Damn. I just when he was like
Vin Diesel?
when he was talking to him while they're like both flying and he's like, I can't hear you. You're like, I was like, dude, okay, we get it. Like, you're funny. Like, fucking do something fun or cool. Like, let's see a fight. I don't want to hear you talk anymore. But I don't know, man. I didn't enjoy it. I think
He's just hating because he can't fly.
yeah,
That's all
that's
that
what
is.
it is.
Doesn't
dude.
like Natalie Portman, doesn't like Shazam. Not the man that I fell in love with. Tell you that much.
I don't know.
Natalie Portman, I agree with.
I don't know, guys.
I miss the old Eddie.
I think that. Well, he died. I think that.
Jesus. And you killed him.
You killed him.
Family.
I think this would make a really cool figure, and like I hope they find a way to light that up, the chest piece. That would be really sick. I think that's probably what they're working on. It's lit up
literally in the
picture.
photo, bro.
But I think I always thought it would make a great hot toy because the suit is very cool, very vibrant, very. It would be a very cool figure, but I have no interest.
Yeah, but they don't have. Do you think they have that body? They would have to redesign the whole body for that.
I mean, they're redesigning. They're making a whole suit from scratch, a cape from scratch, a skull
They
from
could
scratch.
use if Hot Toys
boots
did
from
this. They
scratch.
could use Henry Cavill's body from
You think
the
so?
new
Man of
Superman
Steel?
they did, and then just figure out how to light up the chest and everything, and there you go.
This
I
guy
don't think
looks-
it would be
this
that
guy
hard.
looks
To be
massive.
honest. Dude, he's fucking huge in this movie.
Yeah, he looks massive.
But yeah, I
Oh,
guess
my
Danny
favorite.
can't give his thoughts, right?
Danny's not here. He said he had to step out for a second.
Oh.
Jesus.
That's why I said he
Professional, bro.
can't
I
give
saw
his
in the
thoughts.
private chat.
Jesus.
Evangelion accessory pack for the Robo Dow.
All right, guys,
I'll
we
blow
can
through
move
this
on.
one. Okay, let's get Eddie out of here. Coming in at $60. This is how you do it, America. You release a great figure, right? And if there's some accessories that it didn't have, you don't release a second version of the figure and make people buy it twice. You get a big ass rifle, the spear of Longinus, and then also you also get the platform there for $60. I love it. I love it. And then also sticking with Ava news, because I know you guys love Ava so much, Dynaction is announcing that they're launching Ava Unit 2, standing 15.7 inches tall, featuring the amazing detail posability at the large scale. This is really exciting. So if you're an Ava fan, for RoboDow to be making that accessory pack, and then for Dynaction to get into Unit 2, which basically guarantees Unit 3, this is pretty exciting.
I'm not a big Ava fan, but just because I'm not going to have 2 cents here, but as a company, it's exactly what you said. That is nice that they did that pack so that they don't just reissue the figure like some companies do.
Definitely. We'll skip through that because I know you guys aren't big Ava guys. Lego put up a new UCS, the Lego Republic Gunship 350, releasing August 2021. I think that this looks really good, but I was talking to some friends that are really into Lego, and apparently this is like really bad in the Lego community. They hate the way this came out.
Really?
Yeah. Because the thing is, like,
it's too large.
So minifig scale, like, if you think about the scale of this, like, in episode 2, when they're in the hangar here, they can reach up and grab that strap, right? But if you look at how small these little gun compartments are and how small the cockpit is right here, it's like either the cockpits are way too small or the cargo hold is way too big. And both of those are problems. I mean, there's really expensive Lego gunships. Like, to buy a gunship like this from the actual minifig scale sets, I mean, you're looking like, what, like $600-700?
Wow.
And the fans, I think,
I have one for sale if anyone wants one.
The fans really want.
Do you really? Or no?
I do have one, but I wasn't gonna sell it. But
okay.
when I heard the price, I was like,
The fans really wanted this to be minifig scale, and for the fact that it wasn't, I think people were really upset. This guy here says it's V. Says it's the guy that got the Hot Toys figures from you, just using my girlfriend's account. I assume that's for you, Mario, for the gentleman that you met the other day.
Oh, is that Kevin? What's going on, buddy?
What up, Kev?
What up, Kev?
Dean, as a Lego guy, or at least someone who casually collects Lego, what do you think about this?
Dude, I was super excited when it was announced, but I watched the guy build it and review it, and I was like, it's way too big. It's like the Snow Speeder. You remember that one? The last UCS?
You could fit like a Black Series in there.
Dude, it's like, why is this thing so massive? So I honestly, I was so excited to buy this, and now I'm glad that I have the minifig scale one. The minifig scale one, thank you.
Yeah, UCS are not always intended to be minifig scale, and there are some that are able to accept minifigs.
Yeah,
but this
like
one
the
is
Falcon works great.
Yeah,
exactly.
The X-Wing works pretty good. I think the X-Wing might be a little large, but it's nice. Slave 1, perfect. This one, not so. It's way too big. Like you said, you could almost fit a whole Black Series in that compartment. That's what 3 minifigs high, that handle, which they should just be able to grab. That's crazy. Or I'm sorry, a 3 3/4 inch figure would fit in this proper. So I'm glad I don't have to spend the money, but I'm pretty bummed that I don't get like an updated version. But yeah, it is what it is.
John, are you into Lego?
You know, I have a few Lego sets, Jabba's Palace and so forth, from back in the day. I would like, especially now with the child coming, I would like to get back into Lego, to be honest. And I think I'm going to start a little small collection. I'm not going to start with this, but it looks good.
Dude,
look,
kids love Lego.
I know. It's a good way to start, and it's a good way to spend time with the family. Yeah, it's whatever. It's nice. It could be out of proportions, but it'll display well. But I wouldn't start with this. I want to start with like a nice Star Destroyer or something. That's where.
Yeah,
where I am.
yeah. No, Lego they make some freaking great Star Wars
crazy.
ships, man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and that's the one thing that's been so tempting about, or been a little bit more difficult trying to stay away from these lines, just because I love the aesthetics of the Star Wars ships, and I really wish that someone else would really come out with something more detailed. I know, like some of the ones that I have up here, Hot Wheels has been doing their own interpretation on the smaller scale, and they look great. But yeah, this when I saw this video come out, this thing was freaking huge, man. But I didn't realize how was this supposed to be meant for the minifigures, or is that just something?
No. People when they teased it with this image here on the left, and then people, I guess, assumed.
So they just jumped to their own conclusions. Thinking it's
yeah,
be for the minifigures. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that would have been nice, but it doesn't look bad. The gunship is a badass design, and oh man, I really want here's John's trigger word, a reissue for this thing to come for the vintage collection, man. I'd be all over that so quick, but. I don't know, Eddie. You thinking about picking something up like this? I know you collect Legos a little bit, don't you? Or
I don't have any Legos, but
Any
I've
Legos?
been very tempted lately with the Clone Wars stuff, and I've been going into like Walmart or Target, and I'll see little Clone Wars sets, and I really want them, but I don't want to get into anything else. This is really tempting. A gunship would be cool, dude. I'd rather have a vintage collection one, but Lego's fun. It's like something to do. Taking the time to build it. I like that. I like doing model kits and stuff. So it would be fun to build it. But is this available now then, or is this?
So this is releasing August of 2021. I actually don't. I saw it on the website, but I don't know if you can pre-order it. I think you have to be part of the VIP program, but it is coming out in the next few days.
Some people have already gotten it and built it.
Really?
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, that's how I watched a review on it. I guess, like Zach said, maybe they're like actual VIPs that Lego.
I think
sends them
Lego
out.
also
they're
sends
setting out samples.
Like for influencers. I think they send out in advance like certain sets.
Hey, we're influenced now.
We should have
We're
got a set
influencers
each
now, aren't we?
then. Hello.
Yeah. Oh.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, didn't we just talk about this a couple weeks ago? I mean, come on.
Come on, Lego, smarten up, man.
Yeah. We got 6 of us here.
What better
Right.
influencers are you gonna get than us? Nobody.
Exactly. Especially the sweetest one down there on the bottom.
Yeah, Danny, what's your
Sweet,
thoughts
sweet
on
Danny.
this?
No, man, I've always loved these Lego sets from afar, but yeah, it's just not my cup of tea, like building stuff. So, but big fan of all the ships and stuff.
Dean, who's the figure of that's not the clone? It's a Jedi, but I don't know what
Mace
Jedi.
Windu?
Is that Mace Windu?
Oh, I was like wondering why the head
You
was
fool.
brown. I was like,
Wow. Jesus.
No, I was just.
Gee.
It was a legit question, dude. There's no meaning behind that.
Not even. What color is that lightsaber? You went with. I couldn't tell. 'Cause
I
the
can't
head
tell
was
what color.
brown.
Daddy, chill.
Looks like a dark saber from here.
I'll excuse it.
Oh,
Jesus,
now he's saying dark.
All right, we're moving on. Hot Toys put up an update / a new release. Hot Toys is sharing an update on our 1/6 scale. I can't believe you said that. 1/6 scale Mysterio collectible figure from Spider-Man Far From Home collection series. For fans' complete collectible experience, we will be including a newly developed head sculpt, additionally featuring Jake Gyllenhaal as Quentin Beck, with amazing likeness into the final product of the figure. Now, they didn't have to do this, right? Initially, it was solicited as having a head sculpt. Very soon after the head sculpt was removed, I believe they claimed that it was of a disagreement with the licensor to secure the rights. And for a great majority of this figure's pre-order window, it's been solicited without. Yesterday, they announced this. When I woke up this morning, the figure had already been released and people had it in hand. I think that this head sculpt is really decent. I don't think it's as bad as I thought it was yesterday. I rewatched parts of the movie, and I definitely don't think this is bad. I think the one thing that I dislike the most is the fact that they made this head sculpt a two-parter. It should have been a single-part head sculpt, though I can see having that added articulation could be beneficial. But if you look at him compared to the head sculpt, his hair was I didn't remember when I first saw it his hair being so poofy, but in the movie it definitely is. And I could be in the minority here, but I don't think this head sculpt is as bad as it was last night with my gut take. And I will say this, I was on the fence about this figure. I still think it has problems with the seam and the dome, but adding the head sculpt to me took this from like a very fringe possible purchase to like very, very, very significant possibility of getting this. What do you think?
Yeah, I thought they solved the dome issue.
No, it still has they never announced that they solved it. It still has a crease. They did change the smoke effect inside the dome. It used to look like cotton, and now it actually looks pretty decent, but it still does have the seam.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think this is great. I mean, I don't really know a ton of characters he plays, but I would be almost interested in just having a Jake Gyllenhaal head sculpt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck about Mysterio. He was a terrible bad guy. He wasn't really cool. I mean, full on spoilers. Like,
don't do it, bro. Don't do it.
This movie's fucking old. It's the MCU movie. They haven't watched it. That's their fault.
I'm just messing with you, bro.
Yeah, but
like-
Dean, what about the new fans that might have just started watching a few days ago?
Goodness. For them, we'll play the smallest violin. Come on.
Okay,
guys.
John, you got mad at Lord of the Rings
John,
spoilers.
you didn't get spoiled from Lord of the Rings. You got to enjoy it without being
Look at his
spoiled.
face.
I got
You
so
guys
many
hopped on him,
spoilers.
and he's just like, "What the fuck?"
I got so many.
Anyway,
spoilers.
anyway, back to Mysterio. Like, he's just like a dude, so it's not like he even has cool powers or anything. So like, to me, it's a throwaway character. It's honestly a fucking disservice to Mysterio fans and the character to have him. I mean, the MCU does that a lot.
It was
even in
Mark
the comics,
Zuckerberg in a cape.
Yeah, he's the same way in the comics.
In the comics, he doesn't have actual powers. He's just like a master of illusion.
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then fucking this. I'm gonna get this. This is amazing. I'm just kidding.
Do your homework.
I thought Mysterio, because I play a lot of Spider-Man games, and he always had
It's
like
all illusions, baby.
Yeah, well, make the character a better illusionist.
He was a great illusionist. What do you mean? He fucked Spider-Man shit up like 2 or 3
Yeah,
times.
he was. I'm totally blown away. I thought he had powers.
Here, Dean, let me play this for you right.
A man can only admit when he was wrong.
No, I mean, I'll admit I was wrong, but I'm not gonna. I still think it's a shit character. In the movie sense, it's just a fucking. It's another Iron Man villain, right? Like, I want Peter Parker to fight someone cool, and I thought Mysterio was gonna be cool. But anyway, I'm more interested in just the head sculpt, like buying someone's Jake Gyllenhaal head sculpt.
Gyllenhaal?
Jake what?
Yeah, Yeaton Holden, if you're gonna be fucking dick about it.
That was
That's
pretty
how
good.
you say it.
I like that accent. Say it slower.
I can't.
Jesus.
Yeah, I can see where Dean's coming from here. I agree. I didn't enjoy the movie that much, but I think the figure, if we're just going off the figure, I think it's a cool figure, and I like the light up in the dome. I was with Zach. I think me and him had the same initial thoughts. Like, it's off. It's not perfect, but it is off. But I don't think it's bad. Everybody was like, dude, there were so many instant posts on Instagram. Everybody was like,
Boy,
oh my god,
people
this
were
is ass.
bitching.
Like, yeah, what the fuck is this? I can agree it's off, but it's not horrible. It is.
They literally didn't have to give this to you. Like,
yeah, this is free essentially. I mean, I don't remember how much the figure was. Does anybody
I
remember?
think it was
what
$251. Let me look it up real quick.
That's a great price for a figure with a head sculpt, I think. But yeah, if you think about it, yeah, it's still a good price. And if you think about it that way, to where like, look, this is just a throw-in. You didn't have to have it. Plus, I think most people are gonna pose them with that dome anyway, with the fishbowl, because it's cool. I saw a Figure Collecting for Dummies do his live stream with this lit up today.
Yeah,
and
it looks great.
Yeah, it looked awesome lit up. And I just think like posing this on the shelf, it'll look like a really good figure. So I think Anybody who pre-ordered this should only be excited. I don't think there's anything to hate here. But I do think he looks like, if you guys have seen Wrath of the Titans, he looks like Edgar Ramirez, who played Ares on Wrath of the Titans, a little bit. I know he's not like a super well-known actor. That's why I tried to say that, but I don't really remember what else he's from. But if you look up Edgar Ramirez, he looks like this head sculpt.
Let me look this up.
No, I think you guys' point, or to a lot of collectors' points, I think the I'm looking at this side by side. I can see the eyes are completely off.
Right? He looks like that dude, man.
He does. You're not wrong.
But I don't think it's an overall. It's not a bad looking sculpt, and like to Eddie's point, it's a bonus, right? I mean, for the price that we're paying nowadays, we're not really getting, I don't know, an extra head sculpt per se. And the fact that the photo of the head sculpt reveal was taken down so quickly when this thing first went up, I mean, that was crazy. So I was expecting for this release not to come with a head sculpt at all. But no, it looks all right. This is another one that sat in pre-order for a while, didn't it? Like a couple of years or something like that right now?
Yeah, and when it initially went up, you could pre-order it for free.
Yeah, there was no NRD.
There was no NRD. Wow, we're going way back, aren't we? But no, I mean, it's cool. It's cool. I mean, John, are you surprised with the head sculpt, or?
Well, I wanted to ask you guys: how do you think this head sculpt compares to the Bo-Katan head sculpt?
Well, the Bo-Katan's amazing.
I mean, that's
so
not
I don't know why we're
really
even
the
talking
same.
about that. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I think
it's the same in the sense that it's been getting a lot of flack.
I didn't really have that many problems. I think I've kind of learned to accept that head sculpt for what it was, and I don't see. I mean, I think it's funny. Like, it almost reminds me like the Travolta Tano. Like, it's funny, but I still do see the actress represented in that head sculpt. Okay. I think this looks fine. So I just don't understand why they did the single. Why they didn't go single part head sculpt.
My opinion with this is, sorry, go ahead, D.
Oh, I'm just still fucking. I thought Mysterio had powers.
Brendan says in the comics, Mysterio
God.
uses special effects and is missed to disable Spider-Man's Spidey sense. I think we blew Dean's mind.
Yeah, because I would play the Spider-Man video games, and he oh my God, he did use illusions in the fucking game. Yeah, Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock. It was based off the movie, but there was you fought him in like a fun house. Oh my God, dude, it's all making sense now.
Holy shit, you just brought me back. That was a great game. I loved that game.
So yeah, I think majority of collectors are gonna just display him with the helmeted head because I think they executed that perfectly. The head sculpt's off, in my opinion. It's off. You look at him, you know who it is, but with what they've been producing and head sculpts like we got with Boba, this should be much better than what it is.
The right side looks good though, right, John? I always think that's the thing with Hot Toys is like certain angles look really good, and then other angles like different guy.
I think the hair was nailed pretty well, but it's something on the face. I don't know what it is. If it's the forehead, it's something slight. It seems like it'd be such a quick fix. I just can't put my finger on it.
Almost looks like John.
Oh my God.
Just kidding.
Doesn't.
Danny. What do you think, brother?
I like it.
You get your approval, the stamp of
gave
approval?
you the thumbs up, huh?
All right.
We can't.
That's all we need from Daddy.
We can't hold.
Danny, we have listeners to the show too. You have to
Jesus,
just give a thumbs
We
up.
hold Sideshow to such not Sideshow. We hold Hot Toys to such high standards. We got to keep that.
So
going.
people actually have this in hand right now.
It released this morning in Hong Kong.
Yeah, released.
Oh wow. Okay. I just thought it was like a hey update, guys. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
Jenkin
cool.
Wong.
Okay, can I talk?
I thought you just gave a thumbs
No,
up.
I'm ready now. See, like with this picture, like I wouldn't even care about the head sculpt.
Exactly. Exactly. They executed.
That's why I want to buy a
perfectly.
Jake Gyllenhaal head sculpt.
They executed it perfectly.
Gyllenhaal, baby. Anything else? Danny?
Excellent figure. Excellent figure.
Wow,
Okay.
2 thumbs
But
up.
let's not give him that much praise.
The croissant guard final photos were shown.
The
I
croissant-
think they're
croissant
croissant.
guard? The
You're making me hungry.
Okay, I know Eddie. I know Eddie, the guy that can't read or type, ain't coming in.
Zach can take no criticism, by the way.
Zing.
Not even a little bit.
I love constructive criticism. I thrive on it. Anyways,
That's not true,
the final
You won't even say it again.
of this.
Say
Zach,
the name.
what is this figure again for
the
audio
the
listen?
croissant guard final photos.
Butter or cream cheese?
The Mechron
Butter.
guard.
Butter.
Cream
Butter,
cheese,
baby.
you
The
crazy fucker. What the hell?
Wait, you
Butter.
put cream cheese on a croissant?
I open up the
cream cheese on
croissant, put
everything.
some cream cheese. Of course, man. What's
What
wrong
the
with you?
fuck is wrong?
Dude,
with you?
only egg, cheese, and ham go in a croissant.
You know what else you could put? You put
America, baby.
Okay,
You put-
I'm with you on that one.
Listen,
Good idea.
you
Jumbo,
put some,
baby.
You put some Nutella and cheddar cheese.
Okay.
Eepa.
What?
Whoa, what is going on up
What?
there?
Wait. I want to
In
make
the
sure I
same-
heard you correctly.
Yeah,
What the
exactly.
fuck did you just say? Fuck this figure.
Disagree.
What the fuck did you just say?
Even on toast bread, you
Okay,
get some
you said Nutella and what?
you get some Nutella and cheddar cheese.
That's what
No.
I thought you fucking said.
Oh
And
my
I fucking
God.
can't believe that you said
What
that.
the hell is happening?
Try
I
it.
can't believe you've
I
done
want
Is
that.
this a
everybody to
Canadian
try it.
troll?
You got to try it. It's
No.
so good.
Never.
I literally
never
can't
try that.
believe when you said it and I heard it. I was like, "There's no fucking way this motherfucker just
Yeah.
said that."
John, we live in a country where we put fucking hot dogs in the butts of our pizza. No fucking way I'm eating cheese and chocolate.
Pembroke
I'll tell you,
says
just
Zach
try
has a
it.
force field. Dude can't be touched. The chat is not a fan. Pembroke says John, why?
Really?
Mr. Sketch says disgusting AF. Scott says,
Nutella
"The hell
is gross. What's the matter
Pembroke
with you?
said, John, you made me stop my work.
Now you have put Avatar behind schedule by the
Avatar's
thing
gonna be
that you have
2028
just- yeah,
because of this
Avatar
fucking
is
because of
holy
Nutella
shit.
and cheddar.
Oh, it's
Cheese.
Joao.
Holy mo-
Joel, hey buddy.
Jean says, "Hi everyone, got to the show pretty late, but as always, we'll listen to the podcast afterwards. Why aren't you uploading the After Dark shows onto the podcast?" So, Jean, that's for Patreonies. So we do it live for everybody, and then the next morning they go to Patreon, and that's how we do that. After Darks are great.
Alvin says the Bucks won. All right.
God damn it! I really wanted the fucking.
Did they? Wow.
That sucks.
That's history, man. Shit. When's the last time the freaking Bucks?
Look,
Okay,
look,
let's get back to
OG.
let's
Look,
get back
hold
to the
on a
figure.
second. Hold on a second. You got OG. Look, peanut butter and cheddar sandwiches too. You see, buddy? You know it.
No.
That's-
But those are those little
Bro.
Pepperidge Farm motherfuckers.
Wait,
Yeah,
OG,
that's
are you,
different.
are you Canadian
Yeah,
too,
that
bro?
is different.
Okay, well, we should start a collecting weekly food network edition. Okay, go.
No, we're gonna make our fans barf.
Talk about
Yeah.
this.
Anyways, all right, let's
These
just
croissants.
let's get into the sponsor.
Wait,
tag team.
We're gonna talk about what the scrapyard. Have you ever had?
Jesus.
I really can't do the whole ad that way. Have you guys ever been looking for hard to find 3D printed parts? No, I said that wrong. God damn it! I'm
you
in
came
a
at me
tizzy.
you came at me for fucking so many things today.
Okay.
Take two at the top, Dean.
Welcome, Rios.
Yeah. We want to thank our friends over at Water Scrapyard for sponsoring tonight's episode. You can find them on Instagram, eBay, and Facebook under the same name. He makes 3D printed parts for hard to come by Hasbro and Kenner vehicles, as well as resin printed head sculpts of literally anybody you could think of. If you don't see somebody that you need a head sculpt of on their website, send him a message. He'll get it designed, printed, and shipped right to your door for a reasonable price. Hit up Watto. He's a fucking angel. We love him. Bing, 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 bing.
What's this guy? Apple pie on top of cheese on top of apple pie? What the fuss?
Cheese?
Look at
Ice
that.
cream.
Look at that. Hang on, Joe P's a Spurs fan. We gotta send him some Spurs swag. We got Spurs swag. all over.
Banana and
Jumbo.
mayonnaise?
Jumbo, baby.
Wow.
Y'all are gonna make me vomit. Eddie, tell us about Once a Corner.
Yeah. 1/6 Corner's mission is to provide the best figures and collectibles to their customers. They offer great prices, great packaging, fast shipping, and the best customer service in the business. Choose your figures, pay safely with PayPal, and leave the rest to them. They are awesome. I love ordering from 1/6 Corner. I do all my third-party stuff from them. They're great.
What a guy. What a company. And what a tragedy. Our sweet, sweet friend Garfield said, on Facebook. I just wanted to put this out there in the middle of the show. Hey guys, last night my post office box at a mail center in Seattle got broken into, and I had 3 clones, including a customized one that was stolen. If anyone happens to see any of these in the Seattle area for sale, please let me know. It would help out greatly. If you see these for sale, and obviously the first 2, the Wolfpack and the Veteran, you know, those you'd be hard pressed to tell which is which if you saw those for sale. But if you see this custom blue clone, beautiful custom clone, please let me know. Zach at collectingweekly.com, ZACK. If we are able to recover these, if we can find these, we'll send you some swag from the show.
Yeah, and if you're the... Oh, go ahead.
We're going to set up a sting operation.
Damn it, John. I was going to say, yeah, and if you're the guy that stole them, sell them to me. And then in the back of my head, I was like...
obviously we're going to kick the shit out of that guy. What's the matter with you? Sell him to me.
Yeah, I'm going to buy John a plane ticket. We're both going to meet up in Seattle, and we're going to break this guy's fucking kneecaps.
That's it.
We're going to break his legs off.
He'll never fucking... He won't even be able to reach the mailbox again.
He won't even be able to reach his own ass to wipe the shit off of it when we're done.
Okay.
Rip headphone users. These would be in the...
We're going to put fucking Nutella and cheddar cheese all over him.
Okay, he just stole figures, all right? He doesn't deserve that.
Can I just say real quick? I think those croissant guards, they're absolutely amazing, man, and I can't wait to get the 2 that I have on order.
Yeah, I didn't get to talk about those either. I think they're great.
The croissant.
Dude, I love these. I want
Zach.
6 of them.
Freaking rushing the show so quick. They just
don't tell me that on my show.
They just the pre-orders weren't that long ago when they came out, right? So
dude, we need an episode 3 Palpatine. 2 of these with Palpatine, dude.
Oh, dude, forget about it.
Hell yeah, dude. Or 2 of these with Ahsoka. 2 of these with Anakin. I got Fox right here.
Commander
dude.
Fox, yep.
Yeah, dude.
I need a Fox.
Oh,
I like
dude,
the way you say
please.
so.
Yeah, or Fox, yeah, that'd be perfect. I was
She's
thinking
a Latina.
Eddie, you've seen mine, right?
Ganch is great. Yeah, you didn't. Who did you recently do?
I got Thorn.
Oh, Thorn. Thorn looks really good too. I like all the red color palette ones.
Yeah.
This was a new thing. Hot Toys limited release exclusives. We saw a thing. I think it was from Pop Culture, and then the next morning Sideshow did it as well, where you had 5 days to pre-order exclusive versions of the Boba Fett on Throne, and then the Mark I special. Initially, the black and gold suit Spider-Man had it also, and I believe the Armorer, but they took those down pretty quickly because they only have one version of those characters. And I wanted to hear your thoughts on this being a thing. Now, of course, there's no time frame on the non-exclusive versions. What do you think, Dean?
What the fuck is the exclusive?
And in this case, I believe it's hologram stuff. I don't, off the top of my head, I don't remember. But
the throne is
it's not anything. Yeah,
does it matter?
It's
though?
not anything.
Mark I is the die-cast head. I think the only one that matters is the Iron Strange. He comes with the sword, magic
also.
effect. Oh yeah, Deadpool comes with the blaster.
Gun.
Yeah. Okay. Regardless of what the exclusives are, Dean? What do you think about this being apparently the new normal going forward?
It's fucking stupid. Yeah. If it's gonna be something worth pre-ordering for, it better be more than that shit. That's stupid. It's like, why?
I agree.
Why are you giving me a limit? Like a 5-day limit to think about how stupid these accessories are going to be I'm never going to use? Cool. I mean, I guess if it doesn't cost extra, then whatever, but that's not an incentive to give them money faster. That's my take on it.
A lot of a lot of arguments that we have on this show, and like a lot of John likes exclusivity,
discussions.
Right?
We don't have arguments.
Arguments. Yeah.
I didn't mean anything by it. Discussions. Okay.
You shut your mouth.
Jesus Christ.
Stop screaming in your mic, Jesus.
Dude, I'm having fun.
You are. You're having a blast.
Don't you feel that it creates exclusivity in a good way if you do that with the exclusive stuff?
Great question.
I mean, I guess. I think the thing that is, I mean, this is not uncommon, right? In other hobbies where Like when a
Yeah.
hot toy goes up for solicitation, it's not like they have the stock sitting there ready to go, right? Like, you know, other hobbies that are like that, like the figures are shipping like that week, right? When they put them up and they sell
Yeah.
it like in a few minutes.
Yeah.
So I don't hate it. But for me, it's like if you're gonna make me order within a certain amount of time, then I think on the flip side, you should also commit to us to release them within a
Yeah.
certain amount of time, right? You know, this
Yeah.
pushing back shit so that you can make another figure come out 6 months early. If you're gonna start telling me I have 5 days to order the exclusive version, then I want to see that on the backside. Like you have a year or 8 months,
But don't
whatever
forget,
the
this is
amount
not
of time is.
This is not Hot Toys doing this, right? It's Sideshow. Am I correct on that?
The post by Pop Culture was that it was a decision by Hot Toys.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like
That makes sense.
they're trying to like create FOMO, right? And these people, so they order faster. Like
They
yeah,
did
I
not
don't
like it in Ox.
I don't know. I don't know if it bothers me that much. It would bother me if it was something I wanted, maybe. Because I don't think most of these come with things that like you necessarily need the exclusive for, unless you want like a more limited piece in there. Because, like I said, the only one that I think is worth it is Strange. I pre-ordered the Strange, but I did that before there was even a window. I knew I wanted the Strange, so the other ones I don't think. I think all the exclusives are dumb, so I don't know why they do it, but I guess I don't feel one way or the other about it. Mario, what do you think?
No, whenever there's a chance to get an exclusive, I always tend to lean that way for the same price. Even though it sucks going through Sideshow, have to pay all the extra Sideshow fees on top of it. I mean, considering how much they charge for shipping, and for my dumbass, I gotta get the double boxing and all that fun stuff. But anyways, Greg, he mentions that Queen Studios did a similar thing with their Wonder Woman statue, and I think Eddie, I think XM also does the same stuff. If you pre-order, you know, with a limited within the time frame, you'll get like an exclusive plaque or extra swap outs and this and that.
They all have their like with the Joker, they had that early order bonus. Or there's all kinds of different.
Yeah. So this is nothing new. In the statue game, I mean, this happens. To see this come to 6 scale, it does suck. It's disappointing, but I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, I ended up pre-ordering these. What was it? The Mark 1 and the Boban Throne, just because of this bullshit here. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, I was gonna order them anyway. So this kind of just lit a fire to my ass just to do it a little bit sooner, which I personally didn't have a problem because, like I said, I was going to do it, you know, anyway. But John, I know you have your opinions on this. I mean, given the choice, do you go with the exclusive or you just go with the regular version, or?
Always. Well, if I'm going to order, I always go with the exclusive. Just because that's what's going to be in demand at the end. You'll have the limited. You'll have a group of people that don't care whether it's exclusive or not. But when it comes to selling, people always ask, is it the exclusive? Is it this? Is it that? You know what I mean? Shippers, this and that. Listen to me. This is a little disappointing. If you want to give us a 5-day period to order it, no problem. I'm fine with that. Don't make me pay an NRD then.
Exactly.
Why
am I paying an NRD?
Brilliant.
You're being selfish. I'll order it.
I appreciate you, John.
I'd order everything here. Don't tell me to freaking pay an NRD, order in 5 days, and then I have to wait 2 years for the figure. That is slimy. There's only one word for it. That's slimy. I think they're going to lose
completely.
Yeah.
It's a great take.
And that's why I really don't think it matters on what the exclusive is. I just think to have an exclusive and do business like that is very slimy. And you know what it is? It's because they're picking up. They're picking up on us talking. The streamers are talking. Collectors are talking. I pre-ordered the figure. I don't pre-order figures anymore. I wait until.
That's you, bro. You
I know,
wait till the wait list.
I know. We always express we a lot of people do that though. We express it, and they're listening. Look, they're doing it.
It's your fault, John.
But when Eddie mentioned,
to you,
do you think it's going to affect the rarity? I don't know. I don't think so, because they're just going to mass produce the regular edition, and then that's when the exclusive comes into play. Is depending on what the exclusive is, it may hold its value. But if it's just like this, what was it that has the those freaking, what do you call those blue things coming out? What is that thing? Holograms. That's it. I don't think that's a big enough exclusive to pique people's interest, because Iron Man had that same concept, and I don't think it really made that much of a difference.
Yeah, had this been like the Armorer, and they're like, yo, if you order in the next 5 days, we'll include like the fucking furnace. That's a cool exclusive. Like, I'll order fucking 5 days early.
Make it worth it. Yeah, make it worth it.
Yeah, not fucking. It's like throwing in like penny stocks. Like, this is fucking worthless. I don't need this. That's not a real incentive. It's like, hey, you could buy Boba Fett, or if you get 5 days early, you'll also get his blaster. Well, fuck, I need the blaster, you know?
Yeah,
I mean, that would be chicken shit, but you know what I mean.
But you really do need to think that if they are only giving it a 5-day order period, it will be a limited run. It's going to be really limited. So that's something to keep on. If you're that limited collector, that's something to keep in the back of your mind as well.
Does it even say what it is, or are you just going to get something when it comes out?
No, it says what it is.
It shows.
It shows.
Yeah, it shows in the photos.
All right, let me go.
I almost would have rather them say, I don't know if this is stupid, but I would have almost rather them say, okay, you have 5 days to order this figure, and that's it. Regular and exclusive.
Yeah, the Mark 1 diecast does have the helmet that's exclusive.
Right? Don't make it why are you just doing the exclusive? 5 days to order the figure, that's it.
Danny, with a timed exclusive like this, do you feel compelled to like order something? I mean, I don't know if you plan on ordering any of these figures anyway, but you feel more pressure to pick up the exclusive if that's what you usually get?
If it is a exclusive or fail type item, but none of these feel like that to me.
Yeah.
So I don't mind waiting. Like if it was like a alternate, like let's say the Boba on Throne, the head sculpt was an exclusive, then I would jump and do the 5 days or whatever.
But you know the question is always, oh, you picked up this figure, nice. Is it the exclusive? Always.
Oh, of course.
But
That's
yeah,
always
of course,
the question.
yeah.
I don't want to flip and deal with all that.
If they
No, it's
do
not the
truly
exclusive.
limit it to whatever the 5 days, the amount, those holograms are gonna be worth a lot.
Yeah.
More.
And I like
I
collecting
just
those
think-
holograms.
Yeah, it's different, but just take away the NRD, man. Just make it
Yeah,
simple. Make it happy.
that's a good point, John.
Yeah.
I like
What
that.
a take.
That's a good idea.
What
yeah.
a take.
Someone called John
There's
from
a-
Sideshow.
There's a comment here from Brett Banner on Ox I want to read. It says, I'm not falling for this stupid shit for a couple of extra trinkets that will stay in the box. In fact, I'd rather go order the standard version from Alter Ego or somewhere where there's similar no tax and cheaper double box shipping. If Sideshow wants to try and force me to order the exclusives right now. It's a great fucking take, Brett.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of places you can order cheaper than Sideshow. Plenty
Steven's
of places. So
But it's only that take only exists because the exclusives are stupid right now. If it was something he wanted, he wouldn't say that.
Well, I mean, you're right, but typically the exclusives, it's not like a statue where you get a whole second, more expressive portrait or, statues exclusives are incredible, right? Gandalf premium format, the statue is literally a fucking badass sword, like, and a sword holding hand, Hot Toys could never do something like that, I don't think. I think that would push more people to pre-order within that window, but,
How about
trinkets that you're
instead
never
of
gonna
doing?
use.
How about instead of doing a window, make it a number? I think that would be better. Instead
do
of
you
doing a
mean?
window, make
Like-
it a limited.
Like a
number.
500.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah,
Fucking
that
That's
would be
what
way better.
that's what Sideshow does for their
'Cause-
figures, right? I
yeah.
think the
Then
Magneto
it's up
was something
until
like
it sells out, and who knows what the pre-order
See,
window is.
That's
But-
an idea.
But the thing is,
Or
I
what
think
about
with
a
their-
longer window, like 2 months?
Well, I don't think they can do that
That
for 2
defeats
months
the
because
purpose.
these come out this year.
Oh, okay.
That defeats the purpose of the window. I like that limited idea.
At least the Bobas do, I think.
But an exclusive
these are
could
next
be
year, aren't they?
if Hot Toys really wanted to do a big
Actually,
exclusive.
I think you're right.
If Hot Toys really wanted to do a big exclusive, they could have did Boba on Throne, and Fennec the exclusive, or you get her separately. Stuff like that. They need to come up to. They need to come up to the playing field.
Or actually, why not just make the unhelmeted head sculpt for Fennec
For
the
Fennec,
exclusive?
that would be a great exclusive.
Or
not a
Jabba's
whole
throne.
figure.
That would change the game.
Jabba's that base for it. I don't know, guys. This is. I every time I feel like these companies are taking a step forward, like they were last week, showing us all
They
that
do
good
some
stuff.
stupid shit.
They do and take 2 steps back. It's crazy.
Yeah, Zach,
Toys,
the
if you're listening,
October,
this shit-
December 2022.
Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Let's talk our main topic of the night: collecting outside of your comfort zone. Lately, I've always, for the past few years, been primarily a 6-scale collector. The past few months, I've been moving into statues, and then also this past 3 weeks, Lego for my daughter. It's been real fun playing Lego with her. Dean, you obviously had a very big shift in collecting. You got your first quarter scale statue today. Beautiful piece, by the way. And for you personally, statues were always one of those things like, I don't fucking like statues. Statues are fucking stupid. And now you have Nier Automata on your desk, and then tomorrow you have another beautiful statuesque piece coming in. Let's talk collecting outside of your comfort zone. Then maybe we can go down the line, and the guys can talk about things that they've started collecting recently.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's difficult, because really it's just spending money on cool shit, right? But yeah, it's like for the longest time it was like, no, I don't want to collect 6-scale figures because all my figures are Black Series or 6-inch figures, or I don't want to get into Black Series. All my figures are 3 3/4 inch, which was true when I first started collecting. That was like what I grew up on, was 3 3/4 inch Star Wars. It's probably most of us. I'm not special, but and it wasn't until thanks. It wasn't until Don invited me to this Facebook page, and there was people just like selling all their old Star Wars Black Series figures. And this is like before, I mean, they still had some hype, but I remember I got like X-Wing Luke, Boba Fett, R2-D2, the Scout Trooper, Darth Vader. I got a bunch of really good figures all at once for like $100. And I was like, oh, this isn't so bad. Like, these are cool, and I could get them used. So the same thing happened with 6-scale. Once I kind of ran out of shit to collect Black Series wise. Not now. I'm so far behind, it's not even funny. But I found a really good deal on a 6-scale Boba Fett, and I bought that, and I was like, wow, this is so much cooler. Like, it's just infinitely cooler than anything Black Series has. And so since it was on sale, I bought one of those, and then, you know, now I got a taste for it, and I don't care how much they cost. I'm gonna buy them. And I feel like that has kind of been my introduction into a lot of collecting, is getting it, I guess, on sale or secondhand, because it's a lot easier. It's an easier pill to swallow. It's like, I don't know, like this statue retailed for like $500 or $600, and then aftermarket is like 900, 8 to 9 on eBay. And I just happened to find a store that had it in stock, and it was on sale for something. So it's like, dude, I could get it shipped for like the price it was, you know, retail. So I went ahead and did it, and holy shit, this thing's fucking amazing. Now statues are, at least this one is a little, you really got to futz with them a lot. Like maybe the peg doesn't sit just right, or this thing has a skirt, and the skirt, it's like a floating piece, but it's a real snug fit, and I really gotta work it in there. So I'm excited to see what, you know, I have 2 other statues. One's coming tomorrow, one's coming next year. But yeah, I feel like that made it easier in terms of comfort zone, is finding a deal on it, getting it secondhand. Maybe I would have never bought this statue had I not found it on sale. Does that make sense? So it's an interesting journey, and I find
Let me get Alvin's question. He said, before you get too deep, define outside your comfort zone. So kind of like Dean, right? Like he was typically a 6-scale collector, figure arts, Black Series, 3 3/4, a little bit of Lego, but he would never even look twice at a statue.
Yeah, because it's like it's this pose. I'm only ever gonna have this one pose out of this statue. Now, literally over my other shoulder, it's the same character in 6-scale on a Futzing body. I could do any fucking pose I want, whenever I want, whenever I get the feeling. So to me, statues are like well, they are not overpriced, but they're expensive. And it's like I'm stuck with one pose forever at like 3 times the cost. Well, I mean, we're getting to the point where Hot Toys are almost as much as fucking statues now.
Exactly. And
a statue is a lot sturdier. It's, I mean, it depends on how you handle it, right? It's not gonna fucking break. Not that Hot Toys break all that often, but I mean, fuck, look, Cody came broken. So yeah, just like you're like, I was never comfortable spending that kind of money on a statue, but looking at the statues my sister is getting at 3 times the cost, like holy shit, statues are really fucking nice. And then hanging out with all these fucking guys buying statues left and right made me want to fucking be part of the game.
So it was peer pressure.
No, I don't get peer pressure.
We got to him, guys.
Just say no. Weren't you in elementary school, dude? Didn't you listen to that?
You shut up. You shut up.
Wow. Damn. Yeah, I definitely can see Dean's point in the sales. That definitely makes it easier to jump up to something. Because for me, collecting out of my comfort zone, I don't know if I'm a good person to even have an opinion about this because I change my collection all the time. I wish I was like Dean or Mario or John or like they've been collecting Zach. They've been collecting their whole like for a long time, and they kind of know what they want and they build it up. And for me, for a little period of time, I know what I want, and then like for the next period of time, my mind shifts and I'm like, well, I really want this. Like for instance, like Black Series. For when I first started collecting like 12 scale stuff, I really liked it, and then I got Hot Toys and I was like, okay, cool, I'll buy Hot Toys now. And then I was like, I won't go back to this, and there's still ones that I want. So now I'm collecting and trooper building clones, and I kind of think I finally found that spot for me where I want to go. It just took a while, but yeah, I think the thing for me is displaying. Like I'm still trying to figure out how to figure out that's my comfort zone, is like I don't know how to display all these things together or separately, all different scales. And price could definitely be a thing too. Is like I know I'm into statues now, but the comfort zone is definitely, it's going out of my comfort zone with things like J&D and Queen, and they're making things that I want that are $1,000, $2,000 now. Like it was bad enough when I was buying Sideshow stuff that's $500 or whatever.
$3,000 you're pushing now, Eddie.
Yeah, I know it's rough. It's really rough, and then shipping is the price of a statue nowadays if you're ordering from Prime One and stuff, just with everything that's going on in the world. So it's hard getting out of my comfort zone with those things. But kind of what Alvin said, I think why he was confused about it is because like collecting is kind of like, whatever you want. So I guess, it's not a big deal if you mix all these different things and stuff. I guess I always thought you had to have a mindset of like, oh, I only do Hot Toys, and a lot of people do, and it's fine. But yeah, I don't know. There's different things that pull me in and out of it. But what about you, Mario?
Yeah, I've learned to start being more open-minded and not to be so shallow. I mean, just like Dean mentioned earlier, that I'm sure like a lot of us started with 3 3/4, and I stayed with that route for the longest time, and
you're still doing it today.
And yeah, exactly. I still am. I mean, there was a time when I was out of it for a while, and to me, 6 scale was just always kind of weird. They always reminded me of, like, I'll say it. They reminded me of dolls back in the day. But I mean, I remember seeing.
Wow.
No. That's how they were always portrayed to me, and in my generation. However, I have seen some collections where there were 6 scale military figures, and I thought they looked freaking badass. And then I started coming around to seeing Hot Toys more when I would take the Frankenstein's trips. And I think one of the first ones I remember was some of the, I think it was like the Mark II Unleashed Iron Man or something like that, or one of the Mark IIs. And I thought that thing was amazing. The detail really popped. And when I started looking at the Hot Toys more, I see how these are more of a higher standard of collectibles. And it did, at the time I wasn't really collecting, well, no, I was collecting Black Series, and I got tired of it because of the inconsistency of the quality. So I didn't really have a problem as far as per se going out of my comfort zone. I just took a leap of faith, and I've been addicted to 6 scale Hot Toys ever since. And now even more so, I don't want to say even more so than statues, but statues are really they've been in my mind like way more than I've considered in the past, because my fear over here is living in earthquake country. I'm always worried about something falling and shattering, where that's going to be a lot more difficult to fix than something 6 scale or smaller, than just falling over the floor and one little thing will break. But the more that I look at these big, giant, expensive pieces that are out there, and I just can't, I appreciate them even more. And I just get so tempted just to sell even everything that I have right now, 6 scale wise. I think I eventually see myself going down the statue route, because I do like, after looking at Matt's collection, Matt over at Rogue 16, his lineup is so clean, the way that he has it displayed, and it gives a sense that less is more, and I do like that. I kind of feel like having such a cluttered collection can be, or having such a busy collection can look too cluttered, and I like having the idea of something that's more museum-esque, really cleanly displayed. So I'm embracing the fact that I have the opportunity to collect outside my comfort zone. John, I don't know if you might have, you and I might be like-minded in that, because I see your collection is kind of like all over the place with different scales.
Yeah, I think that's where, I don't know, my comfort zone is I tend to go with character renditions that I've emotionally connected with, either from the scene of the movie, like when you first see the Mark III, Iron Man putting on the Mark III, you connect to it. That's why I find it difficult to just stay on target of one scale or one brand or one certain company. I go all over the place, but what I'm finding difficult now is I'd like to concentrate the collection, because I figure I see even within our own collections is we keep on moving forward, the bigger and better stuff. So now the big theme in collecting seems to be these 1/3 statues, these massive Queen Studios and J&D and these amazing renditions of these characters, and that isn't my comfort zone, because I haven't hit that scale yet, but I'm interested in exploring it. And I know that the time when I make the first purchase for a scale that large, it's going to be like a love affair. My thing is, and what I'm not comfortable with and what I need to get over, is the selling. Making room for new things. Because let's be realistic, guys. You can't buy everything.
Yeah.
Right?
You can try.
You can try, but that's one thing I know is you can't buy everything. So it's that taking that leap and maybe trying to sell a few things to make some room for other statues and other figures and so forth. Because
there you go, Mario.
That's not happening.
Considering it.
Considering it. It's not happening yet. I might consider the Lego minifigures, but other than that, we'll start in baby steps.
Yeah, John, what scale is the Batman behind you?
That's 1-to-1. Jeez,
yeah. Maybe one day I'll get there, but it'd be like a Boba Fett,
Gene, if also, the same, I want to extend to you also that if you ever consider that you need to make more space.
Don't you dare.
Wow, the DX07 perhaps?
You still have a short trooper that I need, bro. Come on, man.
I'd sooner sell my DX07 if I'm being honest.
Danny, how about yourself? You have your nice Modu case setups. How do you feel about it?
Danny's collection is so pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always kind of embraced the mixing of scales, because I always, I pick certain statues.
Yeah.
And, I picked them because I'm mainly a 1/6 collector, but there's certain things that do not look as good. Like the Mythos Obi-Wan. I looked at my options. I didn't like the Sideshow 1/6 figure, so I chose what I thought was the better option, which was the original Mythos. And like Shakti, there's no 1/6 option, so I just had to go certain directions. So I never had a problem mixing.
You mix accordingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess my biggest comfort zone is is, I guess, price now. Like, I don't feel like I want to go above $2K for a collectible.
Yeah.
Like something displayable collectible. Like comics, I don't mind, because like once it reaches 2K, I feel like it needs to be an investment. And comics, I see as investments.
Of course.
So, like, I mean, don't get me wrong. If there's like a statue that I have to have, and it's like 2,400, I'm still gonna think about it. You know, but like most things, that 2K is my limit.
Yeah. And it's funny that you bring up comics, because I'll just ask you, do you feel that comics, that investment will always be there, or do you feel like it's a dying hobby?
I think it could pop, but for right now, it's holding pretty strong.
Dude, especially because digital comics are a thing now. Like in the future, there's hardly going to be any hard copies of comics. So I think it can only get higher. Does that make sense?
Demand.
Yeah.
Especially the stuff he buys. Like, I would be
comics,
hesitant to buy new stuff, yeah. But what he buys is good investment.
Because new comics, I don't think... Like, if you go to a comic book store, you don't see kids. It's always going to be adults.
Exactly. Good point. Yep.
So, I think the people that have money are, you know, the people buying the comics, the collectibles, whatever, they have they have a higher income now than kids do. So they're going back and picking up I mean, you can see the generation gaps. Like the 80s properties of all the cartoons. And then you have...
skyrocketed.
You have the ones like, you know, like Zach's age, like in the 30, where it's like the Pokemons. The Pokemon cards are huge. There's like a big surge in that. So I think people start hitting that certain point where they have better income. So then they can start buying
what
the
they
cool
missed out
nostalgic shit. Yeah. That they had as a kid.
So. Yep. That's a good point.
All great points, gentlemen. All great points. Let's move on to Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, the sequel to the Golden Globe-nominated, AFI award-winning The Lord of the Rings: The Fellowship of the Ring. The Two Towers follows the continuing quest of Frodo and the Fellowship to destroy the One Ring. Frodo and Sam discover they are being followed by the mysterious Gollum. Aragorn, the elf archer Legolas, and Gimli the dwarf encounter the besieged Rohan kingdom, whose once great King Theoden has fallen under Saruman's deadly spell. I fucking love this movie. This trilogy is fantastic, but this movie, Theoden is such an amazing character in this trilogy. You know, one of the best special effects I think you'll ever see is the transition from him under the spell to being himself again. Such an incredibly clean special effect. It's bonkers. And it just has great moments, right? Helm's Deep, one of the largest scale battles at that time. You know, we watch Game of Thrones now, we might take some of that stuff for granted, but that shit was huge back then, right? Some of the special effects, some of the practical effects in the movie, the costumes, Gandalf becoming Gandalf the White, the incredible opening with the Balrog. I mean, this movie is just like an absolute banger, and I want to know what John has to say about it, but Dean, I'd like to hear your take first.
Yeah, this movie is so incredible. Dude, King Theoden, honestly, I didn't realize how much I love that character until rewatching this movie. His actions, everything after being awoken again, is like, wow, what a good fucking dude. Like, going from like this like weird kind of ghoulish character in a chair that's being controlled to this king that you see him care about his family, concerned about his people, leading them into battle. Like, it's like, holy shit, like King Theoden. I completely forgot how awesome that character is, and it was really nice and refreshing to go back and watch it and really find a new appreciation for that whole storyline. the whole thing with especially with the extended version, because like a lot of this stuff is just like not explained in the other one. John, there's a scene where Eowyn is asking Aragorn about. She's like, my dad said that you fought in the war with my grandpa, but that's not possible. And he's like, yeah, no, I was there. And she's like, well, that would make you like 80 years old. He's like, no, I'm 87. Mm-hmm. And then she's like, oh my God, you're one of these people. I thought all of you guys were dead. He's like, no, there's not many of us. Yeah. That is not in the regular movie. They never explain
so that's
his
added. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that completely. And I guess it really doesn't have a lot to do with the story, honestly.
But it helps.
Yeah, and with the extended version, there's just like little scenes like that add so much more to the world building. There's a lot more. Well, actually, he's introduced in this movie, but Gollum, and he's so insufferable, and like you really hate him. But there's a lot of. I feel like they added a lot with what's Boromir's brother?
Faramir.
And then almost make you like sympathize with Gollum for a little bit, and then even Sam at the end of the movie is being kind of nice to him, and so you're like, oh, maybe he's not so bad. But like at the very end of the movie, you're like, oh no, fuck this guy. There's just I can't. The only bad thing I could say about this movie in the extended cut is anything that has to do with Pippin and Mary.
Yeah.
After they escape the orcs is just like it takes forever to get to anything good. But dude, once the fucking Ents get their shit together and attack fucking Saruman at his own turf, that's such a cool fucking scene, dude. Holy shit, that scene is awesome. And then everything at the end is all bonus, where they find all the food and they find the weed and they're like, should we share it? And then Mary's like, no, it's made of plants. He's not gonna get it. They're like, oh yeah. That's so funny. But like, there's not many moments of this movie that make you feel good. It's a heavy movie. Everything is so dire, right? And so like that one little bonus scene of the Hobbits really kind of makes the movie, which is saying a lot because it's like two characters that you've really, especially up until then, have been like, can we not deal with these guys right now? It's just a fantastic movie, dude. Helm's Deep. I mean, what can you say? That one of the greatest things on film ever. I'm excited to hear what John has to say because I could go on and on and on about Lord of the Rings.
Oh, you can talk. We can talk for hours about the film.
Yeah.
Real quick, I just want to address some comments here. Hugh and another gentleman were asking about HasLab Galactus and then the Figuarts DBZ exclusives. We had them on the show sheet. We cut them. We're already almost at 3 hours, so we knew it was going to be a long show tonight. I believe Small Talk should be covering those. I think they're going on... Eddie, is it Thursday or next Thursday?
Thursday at 6:30, I think. Yeah.
I thought we talked about those Figuarts exclusives last week.
No, they added 17 and 18.
Oh,
they're all on the show sheet.
Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah. So those should be covered soon. There is also a Toys Wonderland statement. We will read that after this discussion. So just stay tuned. We'll read that for sure. Dan.
Yeah. Danny, what's going on?
Yeah, man, I love Two Towers. It's my favorite of the three films. Like, I think Fellowship is the better, like, from beginning to start, all around. But just the stuff, like, Two Towers has all, like, the points, like, the cool stuff I like. It's like the worlds. Like, you start to see the Rohan, the Gondor. Like, Rohan's, like, almost like a... Like, their design is almost like a Viking or Norse. And then you have Gondor is like a kind of like a medieval, I guess. And then what else? Then you see the elves, the Elvins. It's like their armor's like it's very sleek, and
yeah, they're very beautiful.
yeah, it's very designy. So
Yeah.
it's very so, and then the musical scores too.
Oh yeah,
I think
fantastic.
Dude,
Yeah.
Howard Shore did an amazing job. I think Rohan's theme, I guess, is probably my favorite out of all. And yeah, I mean, like Helm's Deep, you see the brotherhood grow between Legolas and Gimli. Like they seem like
Yeah,
hate
because
each
they
other
almost
first.
start off as
Yeah.
enemies. Yeah.
Now they got like a fun rivalry.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Gimli never liked elves.
Yeah, you see Mary.
Were you
and,
gonna say the scene, the extended scene, Zach? When they're counting the
yes.
kills and then
Yeah.
he shoots him.
Yeah.
He says 43 at the end, and
That
he's
was
like,
good, yeah.
and he's
Oh
like
my
43,
God, dude.
and he's like, what? He's already dead.
Axe is in his back.
Yeah,
that
No,
was
he's
good.
like, it's because my axe is in his
Embedded in his
nervous
skull.
system.
Yeah.
Dude, I laughed so hard.
Yeah.
That was
Dude, he killed 43 alone with that ladder.
I know.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
know.
true. That's true.
But,
It's funny that when you guys mention like the extended cut or the regular cut, I've literally, I think, only seen the extended cut.
yeah, I never watched the regulars.
You never
Yeah,
watched it in
so-
theaters?
I did. I think that's the only time I ever
I think
watched
I
it.
saw the Fellowship in theater, but the other ones, like, my parents, we just like never really went to the movies,
Oh,
like
they hated
money-wise. Well, I mean, we're not all millionaires.
Whoa.
And
Hey.
John, what do you think?
Like that.
You know, these guys hit all the points on the head.
Oh my gosh!
I did like the
Sorry to say
Fellowship.
that.
I did like the Fellowship a little bit better, just because you're learning the characters for the first time and that first connection. I don't think that could be beaten. But that being said, the Ents favorite scenes where the trees start
Really?
attacking. I love those Ents. Yeah, where the trees start attacking. You see all the orcs running into the forest, and then you just see all the trees waking up and
Oh, dude, that was so cool. Yeah.
that was awesome. I mentioned in the last show I didn't like Gollum very much, but it's a roller coaster ride with this movie because you start feeling for him when he starts getting beaten and punched but you were saying, Dean, at the end where he kind of turns on them again. I think it's kind of warranted, no? Because from his perspective,
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Frodo kind of threw him under the bus, right? It felt like a trap.
Yeah.
And the other thing is Sam is growing on me now.
Dude, Sam's the fucking goat, bro.
I thought he was annoying in the beginning, like from the first movie, but he's really growing on me now, character-wise, and the bond that they're building.
Yeah.
I just hope it stays there. I hope it doesn't
Do you
go
like
all...
Frodo? As a
I like
character,
Frodo.
John?
I do. I really do. I think the actor did a good job.
Yeah. Yeah, because this movie you really start to see the weight of the ring on Frodo.
Yeah.
And like even he has like no fucking idea it's happening until it happens, and he's just like, dude, I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh, yeah.
Helm's Deep was crazy. I feel like it was a long scene. What saved the scene, the Helm's Deep scene, is when Gandalf showed up. That's what reinvigorated the moment, that battle. But overall, I can't believe I waited this long to watch it. This series so far it's breathtaking. Mario, what do you think?
Oh man, I wish I made time to watch this movie. I mean, don't get me wrong.
God,
I've
Look
seen
at his
it.
face.
I've
You just
seen
saw
it.
his face.
I've
I knew
seen
it was
it
coming.
plenty of times. I've seen it plenty of times. And no, to Zach's point, I won't watch the standard edition. I can't even remember the standard editions. I did see them in the theaters. However, I'll always go to the extended editions every time. I started watching it, and then I had something to do. I was like, shit, I really need to sit down and watch these damn movies because they're fantastic movies, man. I mean, I love all the extra stuff that they added to the extended editions, and again, I couldn't tell you much what they were, but just going off the top from what I remember, everyone is reflecting off of Helm's Deep, and yeah, I'll throw my name in the hat in there also, man. I mean, it was great. It was such an epic battle that lasted through the night, and what did Gandalf say? Look for me at first light or something like that.
Yeah.
First light of the fifth day.
Yeah, exactly. And that's pretty cool how that prophecy came to fruition. And there's, you look to the side and there's Gandalf right there along with the rest of the army. Just taking out all of the all the troopers, the orcs, and all of Saruman's army. But no, it's great. It's a fantastic movie, and yeah, I really wish I would have watched it so I can really elaborate a little bit further with you guys. So,
well, dude, all you have to do is pick Lord of the Rings,
Return of the King.
Well, do we want to announce the movie of the week right now, or wait for Eddie to finish his thoughts?
You can announce it if you want. I'll go in a minute. It's up to you.
Cool. So, yeah, I hate to do this to you, John. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was like, wow,
no. I was gonna say Clerks 2.
Oh, you know what? I would allow it. I would allow the cut in between for that one.
John, I mean, I just want to apologize up front because we are gonna watch Return of the King, but dude, you need to set aside like 3 days to watch this damn movie.
3 days.
The extended cut is like, it's like what, 4.5 hours long or something like that.
Yeah.
For the extended cut.
It's a little longer than the others.
It's long, bro.
These movies, that's the one
it
thing,
is
man.
so
It's
worth
crazy.
it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's amazing, man. So
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
looking forward to
we're
it.
gonna finish the trilogy, man. We have to.
What a
we can't
fucking
do
guy.
it. I can't break
What a
this.
fucking guy.
So,
Michael Vanden.
Manlock.
Melon
Yeah.
with N.
I'm glad Mario picked it. I was on the edge of my seat there, waiting to see if he threw some Dark Knight again or something. Fucking.
Dark
I'd
Returns.
hang myself.
But yeah,
the suicide today. Jesus.
I know. Wow, it's just depressing.
Like
dude.
Denethor.
Wow.
So much negativity.
I think you have to watch. If you haven't seen the extended version of this movie, you need to watch it because there's so much context. Dean pretty much touched on all of the scenes that I wanted to talk about. That I don't know if I had seen the extended one of this because when they talked about Aragorn, I was like, holy shit, I didn't see that 87-year-old scene. That's a huge, I guess it doesn't do anything for the movie, but that's a huge background thing that you never know if you didn't watch the extended, and you need to know that about him, why he's so good at what he does. He's one of the best swordsmen there is, because he's basically been around forever, and the scenes with Merry and Pippin piss me off a lot in this trilogy. They do a lot of shit where it's look, if we got rid of these motherfuckers, we'd be a lot better off.
Yeah, but everything they do is a net positive, though. At the end of the day.
Yeah, also the fact that they think that they have Frodo and Sam for that long is a huge benefit. Because they think they caught the hobbits. Yeah. Dude.
Yeah.
They're right. They are actually pretty invaluable.
But the scenes with them, the scene when they find the kitchen or whatever, and they find the weed, and that was hilarious.
That was awesome.
And then the scene when they're in the forest and they're by that fountain or whatever, and he tells them not to drink it, and they start getting taller and they're speaking Ent and all that. That's pretty cool too. So those scenes were really awesome. Helm's Deep is amazing, dude. I love the Helm's Deep. I love Gimli and Legolas fighting and keeping score against each other. I loved when they go around the corner there and they're fighting the bridge, and he's like, "You're gonna have to toss me," and he's like, "Don't tell the elf."
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Don't tell the elf.
Yeah. That scene is hilarious, dude. So those are definitely my favorite characters, Legolas and Gimli. And yeah, I don't know. The reason I asked John is if he likes Frodo is because Frodo always seemed whiny to me as a kid.
Yeah, he is very
whiny. If you think about it as the ring is affecting him, then I guess it's better. But he used to piss me off, and I'd be like,
no, he was even whiny in the last movie before the ring.
Yeah.
Did you watch Eddie? You watched the Hobbit movies?
Yeah, I've seen them all.
The way King Thorin behaves with that. What's the stone called?
Arkenstone,
the
dragon sickness.
The Arkenstone kind of makes him like an asshole,
Yeah.
In the books, he's just an asshole. in the book, he's just a piece of shit. But yeah, Frodo behaves differently because of the ring, the same way the way Thorn was because of the arc.
Just a quick.
Well, it's like Bilbo. He's like a great guy, and then was it when Gandalf tries to take the ring, or Frodo when he gets that weird like spooky face?
Yeah,
And
dude,
then
that
Galadriel,
face
too.
scared me as a kid. Did it scare? I remember seeing that scene as a kid. I'd be like, all right, it's coming right now. Like, one thing before John asks his question, and then we're good. The King Theoden kind of pissed me off in Helm's Deep, and I guess I didn't notice that until watching it this go around. Like, he was kind of like, listen to Aragorn, dude. What the fuck? You need to listen to this man. He knows what he's talking about, and he was getting on my nerves a little bit.
Especially since they grew up together. Well, not together, but
yeah, you feel like he's like, hey, I'm the king. Like, what would you have me do? He's trying to tell you what he would have you do. You're not fucking listening to him.
I thought about that today, but he also like was under the spell for who knows how long. Like he wants to, start making his own decisions for his.
Yeah,
his,
he has to do what's
people.
right. Yeah, for
what
the
he
people,
thinks is
too.
right. Yeah, such a great trilogy. Hugh says we have to watch The Hobbit after this trilogy. There's a great cut of The Hobbit called the M4 cut, and I want to do a watch party with the boys. Maybe get some of the people in the chat on, do like a non-streamed watch party.
Yeah.
It's such an incredible cut. It's 4 hours long for all 3 movies. They cut out about half of like all the shit that's not necessarily in the book, and it's super good. One more discussion for tonight before
John,
we wrap it up.
Wait, really quick, Zach. I wanted to hear what was John's question. John,
No,
do you remember?
yeah, the only thing I wanted to say is I kind of feel like I know where the movie's going, and I just wanted to ask: is this something that's like not obvious how the movie's gonna end? Is it a cliffhanger?
Dude, find out.
What do you
just say what you think is gonna happen?
Because it's not
Okay,
spoilers
so
for
me,
us.
Don't tell me though. Just don't tell me if I'm right. But I can see Sam dying. I can see I can see Sam dying. I could see Gollum going against them, and that costing them big time. Aragorn's dead for sure.
Oh, you're a depressed person, dude. Everybody's dead.
That's just the way I feel.
This is Lord of the Rings, not Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just watch it. Just watch the third one.
Yeah, just watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Almost 4.5 hours.
Dude, interesting thought process though. I'm really excited to see this movie now.
Yeah, I just want to be surprised. I don't want to. Anyways, okay, let's go.
Tonight's final discussion: Lord of the Rings versus Star Wars.
We got another.
I'm curious to see. Yeah, I'm curious to see your thoughts. I'll start with mine. I think what George Lucas and J.R.R. Tolkien have created in their respective universes is absolutely incredible. With that being said, I think Lord of the Rings films had the benefit of many decades of these stories being out there, right? And not only that, but also how incredibly in-depth Tolkien was with, he made languages, history, an absolute wealth of canon, right? For the stories, for the new Amazon Prime stuff, and for the filmmakers to use. And I think because of that, almost everything in the lore is very airtight, right? Because it's one person that's doing it. I think where modern Star Wars fails is, and we've said it before, that some of the trilogies don't really have plans. Even the original trilogy, for as great as it is, A New Hope was basically meant to be a one-shot movie. It did so well, won so many awards. They expanded it into Empire. And even during Empire, right, there's stories of being on set where the big reveal of the I Am Your Father was a very last-minute thing, right?
In editing, yeah.
Yeah, I just think that these are both like titans of nerd culture, and I think that they both come from very different places. But I just get so frustrated with Star Wars lately. Like, not even the movies, but the books and the comic books. Constant canon clashes, right? When Disney took over and they axed like basically 80% of anything out there so that they could tell their concise story. And then you have these crazy clashes, like,
and their story's fucking garbage.
and new comics, it's just so upsetting to see. Whereas Lord of the Rings, I mean, of course it's not a finished story, because before Tolkien died, he had wrote, I think it's about a chapter or two of a new series of books that would follow many years after the end of Return of the King, and that was never finished, and his son never finished those. He has a lot of his information is in different letters that he wrote to people, and that he wrote in different journals about the lore and about the characters. There's whole books, Unfinished Tales, the Similarian. Thank you. So it's very hard to put a pin on which is better, but I've just been so down on Star Wars lately, and the fandom. You know, there's this thing that they call it the fandom menace, and it's not particularly just people disliking the stories, but, you know, content creators getting death threats and different things. And I mean, I'm fairly new-ish to the Lord of the Rings fandom, but I don't think that I've seen that yet. For me, if I had to pick one and only one, it's so hard. I don't know. Maybe Lord of the Rings. I don't know. It's so hard. What do you think, Dean?
I almost refuse to have this discussion. If I had to pick one, it'd be Star Wars. But I mean, Lord of the Rings is so close; it's not even funny. Like not even a Wookiee's hair away from being, you know, similar in love and appreciation.
That's exactly how I feel.
Now, I will say this: I know how much I love Star Wars deep down in my soul. It's something I literally deal with every single day, whether it's a conversation with my friends, someone asked me a question on Instagram, watching the movies, talking about it with my sister. It's something that I live and breathe every single day. Lord of the Rings, I do have to be reminded. It isn't until I start watching this movie that I'm like, fuck, these are amazing. These things are so good. But that doesn't take away of how good they are. It's just, I think for me, it's just Star Wars is just that much more a part of my person that I don't even need to be reminded about how much I love Star Wars. I just know it. And I mean, I know I love Lord of the Rings too, but it's like, dude, I want to sit down for 13 hours to enjoy the trilogy. No, maybe I'll watch it, you know, next month or something, you know. So it's a little, because I mean, honestly, if you guys are out there and you have not seen the extended cuts, you absolutely have to watch the extended cuts. You cannot watch the regular cuts of these movies. They just don't work the same. Not to say that they're not good, you'll still enjoy them, but I'm telling you, if you go back and watch the extended cuts, you'd be like, oh shit, yeah, this is so much better. This makes so much more sense. This is way more fleshed out. Yeah, I don't know. I'm picking Star Wars, but again, it's not like I'm happy to do it. Danny?
Yeah, man, I'm the same way, man. I don't think I can pick one. It's apples and oranges. Like,
those are both fruits.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that expression.
But I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I guess if I had to pick, I don't know. Man.
Well, Joe said if Lord of the Rings had new stories, shows, movies, there'd be a lot more things to pick apart, which is true. Which is why I'm only considering, when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about like the original trilogy.
Yeah,
respect. I'm not even talking prequels. I'm talking original trilogy.
There's the Hobbit. You know,
M4 cut, baby.
Like
but the Hobbit did come out before Lord of the Rings in terms of books. Yeah. So.
But I watched Lord of the Rings before Hobbit.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. Star Wars is Lord of the Rings. Like Star Wars, I don't go searching.
Damn,
Lord of
I
the
want
Rings,
that shirt.
Lord
I
of the
just
Rings.
saw that shit. But go like this, dude. That's a dope ass shirt.
Lord of the Rings, I actively search info. Like I want to know more about this character, that character, what happened before But Star
He's
Wars,
correcting
I don't see
licensed
myself doing that.
companies on their figures, dude. That's how much Danny cares about Lord of the Rings.
So, I mean, if I had to pick, I'd be like Star Wars for collectibles, Lord of the Rings for cinematic.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's a difficult comparison. I think it's.
Can he answer this? He hasn't
Yeah, I
seen
was
it.
gonna say.
I would
yeah,
say
I was
maybe
gonna
we
say.
leave you till you've seen Return of the King.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
In case you just really hate it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like John has a lot to watch before he can give a
Okay.
sophisticated
We'll
answer.
save
on
it for
this.
next
Like,
show then.
Well, I mean, like you got to watch Clone Wars, Rebels.
But let's say this: do you want to pick up like Lord of the Rings collectibles now from what you watched so far?
Dude, he was an hour into the movie talking about buying statues
Yeah.
of the Nazgul.
That's
Like
true,
that
yeah.
Balrog and
so
Gandalf.
good.
Fuck, I would drop.
So
I would
fucking
pick
good,
that up. That's a gorgeous statue. Yeah, we'll save mine. Mario.
I'm sure you guys all know my answer. And
Lord of
let
the
me
Rings,
just-
baby.
Let me just say, there's
MCU?
only one return, and it's not of the king; it's of the Jedi.
How
All
dare
right?
you?
Hands
Okay,
down,
guys.
plain
How
and
do you
simple.
eject here? Hold on a second. No, I'm kidding.
like that, John.
Oh, careful.
Dang.
What a little
Look,
bitch.
no. Let me.
Jesus.
How dare you?
That was good.
Lord of the Rings is an epic cinematic masterpiece. The cinematography is amazing. The storytelling is top notch. However, I gotta say, for me, when I saw the Fellowship of the Ring in the movies, I straight up fell asleep. I think it was the Two Towers. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I was so bored, man.
You fell asleep at that movie?
I fell asleep when when who's that? I can't remember her name. And Aragorn were having a conversation. I think they're having a flashback.
I can see that. Okay.
And I was just like, I was legit like dozing off in the movie, man. Just
Well, they were talking about dreams, so it's understandable.
Yeah, sure. But it wasn't until I sat down and took the time to watch it with subtitles on, and I was like, holy shit, that something like that. I know a lot of people don't really like to watch movies with subtitles, but for me, it made like the world of difference, and it really, I was able to appreciate those movies like a lot more from what I saw, and then plus too the surround sound that I watched it in a home theater, that also enhances the experience. Holy shit, it sounds amazing on a kick-ass freaking sound system. So, I'm gonna be biased just because Star Wars I grew up on. It's always been a thing since as long as I can remember, man. I mean, they're both very similar as far as the basic hero's journey, but I think because the characters were a little bit more, I don't want to say fleshed out, but maybe like a little bit more simple, more relatable for me, a little bit more simplified for me to relate to in Star Wars, which I was able to gravitate more towards that saga. Now I'm gonna preface this just like Dean. I'm only talking the original trilogy, the unaltered original trilogy. If we're gonna compare trilogies here from Lord of the Rings, I want to make this a fair comparison because I can't count everything that's been given, all the negativity with the prequels and with the sequels, the praise from the Clone Wars and the praise from the
we're talking
Mandalorian. It's all over the place.
sequels. I'm picking Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't want to put those factors, into this. So I'm just straight talking original trilogy to Lord of the Rings. And yeah, I'm going Star Wars all the time, man. There's just so much more that I personally gravitated to personally. But that doesn't take away the epic, fantastic masterpiece that is the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And John, I can't wait for you to finish Return of the King, dude. Finish up to close out this trilogy.
I'm excited.
There's a part in there towards the end where I really I'm curious to see how you're gonna react.
Yeah.
I want to see if it's gonna get you in the feels, bro.
I just hope it's what I'm expecting. Like I want it to be like jaw dropping, and we'll see.
I know
it is
John's
jaw
gonna
dropping,
cry,
bro.
John's gonna cry. See, if you come on next week and say you didn't cry, I'll be fucking shocked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What
you a
other
big
movie would you
crier for movies?
compare it to? The sadness to? Well, I cried a lot of movies.
It's
then
not.
you'll cry.
Well, it's like a beautiful, like just so beautiful. The ending.
Like Bambi.
Hell yeah.
Bambi.
Never watched Bambi.
What?
Jesus Christ.
I have it. It's so long ago I don't remember it.
Is it sadder than when Uncle Ben died in Spider-Man?
There's no.
That
it's
shit was
not.
fucking hilarious. You kidding me?
It's not. It's not gonna make you
It's
cry
sadder
because how
than
sad
that.
it is. It's just there's a real beautiful touching moment in there, dude. That's just like.
Well, I don't happy cry. I only cry the sad scenes. Like,
It's sadder than Rose letting Jack.
Well, you must cry
ass
every day.
freeze in the middle of the fucking ocean. Sadder than that.
All right, Eddie.
Eddie, what's up, man?
I guess if we're going, I was gonna bring in like Clone Wars and be like, look, if we talk about like, I just finished Clone Wars and Rebels and all these other things that build context towards the Star Wars story. If I did all that, Star Wars is easy. But if we're just doing OT and Lord of the Rings, it's a much closer race. I grew up with them both, even though I didn't grow up like when the OT came out originally. I grew up with the prequels, but I still watched the OT, I think, before the prequels, just because my mom had the VHS tapes and stuff. So I think they were still the first form of Star Wars. Wow. No way, dude.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Far from it.
From the other border.
Yeah, the other.
She loved it. Yeah, exactly. She loved the OT series, so she showed them to us, and so I grew up with them just the same way we grew up with Lord of the Rings, and I don't know. That's really hard. That's a really hard debate, man. I don't know. It's apples and oranges, you know. Fucking guy. They're both really good. I think if we're going for purpose's sake, I'm picking Star Wars, but it's a really hard choice to pick between them. So, yeah.
I mean, you can't. It's like picking to save which parent.
I was about to say it's like picking what your
My mother.
favorite parent.
Immediately, my mother.
Wow.
Or like if you had two kids, like which one would you save?
The first one, immediately.
Or it's like trying to choose who you like a bit more, Zach or Dean. You know, I mean,
Dean,
shit.
immediately.
What the fuck?
I picked John.
That was the hard one? Wait, was
Thank
that
you, Dad.
supposed to be the fucking hard one?
Well, maybe that question was more for John, but since you already answered.
How dare you?
They both go down with the ship. Can't choose.
Oh, shit. John, clip Zach's reaction, dude.
I think you just have to pick Bofa.
Oh,
You can't pick both. It doesn't work like that.
Sweet,
Wow.
Danny.
My heart is broken. Let's move on.
I can't follow.
Right. Toys Wonderland released a statement. Dear collectors, we're posting today with some sad news. Our official website, toyswonderland.com, has been temporarily closed down on account of actions of a U.S.-based collectible company. Further information is written below. But rest assured, all of your accounts, orders, rewards, points, and personal information will not leave our servers and are safe as always. Your orders will be sent punctually, even as the website is restored. We, a small Hong Kong-based team, specialize in reselling products worldwide legally under the first sale doctrine. Likewise, the USA-based company has the right to distribute to the USA as a sole distributor. However, Toys Wonderland also has the right to sell internationally under this free market supported by the right of the first sale doctrine. While the US-based company is unable to provide a shipping service globally, we proudly offer this through our store. The USA-based company has one of the biggest sites that sell high-end collectibles. However, their act seems like they are the only seller in this market, owing to the fact that they claimed they completely have and own the copyright of those high-end collectibles. It is undoubtedly an alert to all Hong Kong-based teams like us who are now being attacked in the same fashion. Your favorite Hong Kong resellers are threatened constantly, and we have every right to provide the reselling service we do. We pride ourselves on our customer service, fast shipping of collectibles. Thus, we hope to gain all your understanding and support that we're taking steps promptly to rebuild our site. Please read carefully and study the principle of the right of first sale doctrine to learn more about how we resell the items we purchase from the open market to American and international customers completely legally. We will endeavor to make our website available again in up to 3 to 5 business days. Rest assured, we have not lost any account information or account details or order information. Your privacy means the most to us, and we ensure all your information is handled in the most secure way possible. Every detail is backed up, irrespective of the website platform. There are no worries at all. Your orders will be safe and shipped even while we rebuild the site. Stay tuned for more updates, and as always, keep collecting.
Weekly.
If they would have said at the end of that, don't forget the tip, I would have fucking died.
Well, something.
Dude, I'm almost fucking inclined to tip.
For the
Sideshow's a fucking
Whoa, whoa,
asshole,
whoa, whoa,
bro.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
What?
Allegedly. We cannot name Dean. Cannot name.
Dude, they're gangsters, man.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, this U.S.-based collectibles company, Dean. Legal ease, my friend.
Yeah, but what's the big deal?
Yeah, but did Toy Wonderland do that to like the others HK sellers?
Supposedly, there's some others that are still available. Some others that have been. It seems like Justin said in the one of the Facebook groups that it was a hit on the server, right? That's why it was taken down. It's not an attack on the website directly, but the server that hosts it. Whatever that means.
But why? Because they're not allowed to sell in the U.S.?
John, I don't know. That's what they said. That's what we know.
Okay.
Someone's
the first sale doctrine
I'm not
provides
cranky.
that
I'm just saying, like,
I'm reading
we
this.
have. Okay, read it.
The first sale doctrine provides that an individual who knowingly purchases a copy of a copyrighted work from the copyright holder receives the right to sell, display, or otherwise dispose of that particular copy, notwithstanding the interests of the copyright owner. The right to distribute ends, however, once the owner has sold that particular copy. So, Toys Wonderland is saying, if you buy from USA-based company, that's fine. Or if they buy from US-based company or whoever's selling Hot Toys, they have made that purchase, so now they can sell it to whoever they want. They're reselling it. They're not selling it firsthand. They're resellers to them, is what they're saying. Which is fair. Because you're fucking paying that, like, they're resellers. And you gotta tip the motherfuckers for Ubering your figure over to you, I guess.
Wouldn't Sideshow be a reseller too then?
Sideshow's a distributor. There's a difference.
Yeah, it's under law it's different. Like, obviously then you have to pay for that good, but yeah, they're the first party distributor of that product. But the people in Hong Kong don't have to go to Sideshow. They could go down the street and buy it from Hot Toys themselves. And then that person sells that figure to Toys Wonderland. Toys Wonderland could do whatever the fuck they want with it. They've already, like, I don't really agree with their business model, but they're not doing anything wrong. Let's get that understood. Yeah, whoever this USA-based company is a bully and a fucking asshole.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
And that's all I have to say about that.
That's I don't know, man.
We put up
if
a,
I was
JB
How
the
dare you,
owner
JB.
of Sideshow, I would want to take down any
USA-based company.
Yeah.
Jesus
if I was
Christ,
if I owned any USA-based companies, I would want to take down any of the competitors. You know.
Yeah, of course you do. But you want to do that. You want to do that with your business, not by
Getting
strong
figures in
arming
on time, great prices, great.
Yeah, not by giving us 5 days to order.
Well, that was from the Hong Kong company. Joy of Hobbying, we put up a Futzing stream on Saturday. Check it out. It's a fun little
You
stream.
don't have to.
Well, we don't have to do anything, but I'm just plugging it because I thought we all had a good time.
We did.
Dean, give a thank you to our Patreonies, please.
Thank you, Patreonies. I'm gonna list your names right now. Sorry, I had to get that out there.
Jesus, where do you get this energy from?
Dude, I'm just full of it, bro.
He woke up at 4,
you
that's
are.
how.
No, it's not true. I
Wow.
did wake up early today. I had to. Shout out
Okay,
Ben
3:30.
Porter, Sean Fear. No, it was actually 1. Ian Seavey, Renee Mendes, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, Lemur Hernandez, King Louie, Mark Pearson, sweet Mark. God damn it, Mark. I'm so sorry. Paul Schreiber, James Colley, sweet Danny Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Krett, Big Old Fern, King Zach, Caesar Mariquin, Mike Cruz, Lisa Martin Bomansky, Rick Gregorio, Alvin Jules, the beautiful, the wonderful, the talented, the everyday collector, Ricardo Valdez, Bo LeBoy, Jimmy James, the ever wonderful and handsome Mario Cortez, Stephen Purchase, Sean Usby, Scott Bradley, Big Peps, Stephen Maria Stanley, Jesse Contreras, Lord Voldemort, Eddie Manzanares, Joe Chet Beeks Corpus, and Mr. and Mrs. J.B.
Bunch of angels.
Dude, what a bunch of fucking legends, bro.
This is a look at our July Patreon benefits: the clip sticker, the 1,000 subscribers hollow sticker, the mount to collect more magnet, and we threw in a few extra goodies. Those should be shipping this week. In August, we're doing 2 stickers: the certified crispy drink sticker, and then the Holy Mac sticker.
Yes,
yes. I'm
Approved
so
by John.
stoked.
Yeah, look at that.
dude. I'm so tempted to join the What I Got tier just to get 2 of those, man.
Should we now? This is the question. I haven't finalized the order yet. I'm going to finalize it hopefully tomorrow morning. Should we go 90-degree corners or rounded corners? What do you think?
Rounded.
On the Holy Mac?
90 degree.
90.
No, on the circle sticker.
Oh, dude. 90 degree.
Then rounded. You don't want
rounded.
squares.
It should be the way it is there. It looks good the way it is there.
So
Wait.
90 or rounded?
Wait, you talking about the circle sticker or the box sticker?
Oh my god.
The circle
box.
sticker.
Rounded on the circle sticker because you can't have
No, he's
90
not
degrees
talking
on the
Well,
about
if
circle.
it's a box, it should be straight.
God, dude, it's a
Yeah,
fucking joke. Let
90.
me finish it.
Okay, so
Fucking
90
guys.
degrees.
90 degrees. It's a fucking box. Why would it have rounded fucking edges? Is that how you? What store are you shopping at?
Why
Where do you buy your groceries, Zach?
Why are you screaming so much?
Can-
Jeez, your shit's gonna be red all the way, dude.
Can he make the U an O?
That's an O, bro.
That's an O.
That's a U, dude.
That's not a holy mac. It's holy. Macaroni and cheese isn't fucking circles. It's a bent. It's a thing. Use your imagination.
That looks like a U, dude.
Oh my
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Someone said that in the chat today too. It looks like a U.
Where?
Sean Utesby said
The whole
it.
part.
Said, "Holy
If anybody
Mac."
watches this show, that's Sean Utesby's a troublemaker. That's why. If anybody
Wow.
watches the show, it's Holy Mac.
I know what it is, but I'm saying that looks like a fucking U.
It does look like him.
Don't be fucking me. What are you talking about fucking me?
Fuck me, fuck you, dude. Fuck me, fuck him.
Equan says if I sub to the Patreon now, will it start in July or August as in terms of rewards? July, we are sold out of rewards, so if you pay now, I will probably just refund you in August or wait till August. We're sold out of the of this
Danny, who
package
you
here.
waving at?
We have 3 tiers: the Sweet Angel $5 tier, the Certified Crispy $15 tier, and the $25 What a Guy tier. Different benefits: $5 is the stickers and access to Ox After Dark. The $15 tier is the Certified Crispy certificate and all the benefits of the previous tiers. Now, the $25 tier, there is a change. It's not reflected here just yet. But Ian Ashton is started at the last day to secure this is the last day of October. But if you want to take advantage of the 3 months $25 tier painting service, you know, if you're Patreon now in this tier, you have until the end of October to get with him. He's starting a new position at work, and so it's going to be a little difficult for him to maintain that. But rest assured, we are working on some ideas of what to put into this tier to make up for it. I know one idea we're looking at is like a hat after a certain amount of months, and that would just be shipped to you.
Dude,
so we
I
gotta,
have an idea as well.
What's your idea?
Remind me. I'll tell you after the air. After we
Just
finish.
tell me now.
Oh, I was thinking about using some of the money to
No.
start.
Just kidding. To start what?
So mean. To start a server on Grand Theft Auto, and anyone who pays can go towards because you have to pay for a server, and they could jump in the game with us and play with us live, and then
I'm
we
giving
film
game
it for
ideas,
Ox, because we can't.
It's gonna become
just
an
have-
Ox Air thing, dude. If you
Wait, can we make a server in Microsoft Flight Simulator?
See?
No,
See
no
what I
servers.
mean, dude?
Wow,
You
that's
started that
fucking
game.
genius, bro.
What
All
if
right,
Sideshow
$25
shuts
tier
down
new
your server?
benefit. Ox
People
Air
are gonna
server.
start asking us for money.
Yeah. I'll be honest, Dean. I don't hate the idea, but not everyone has a gaming PC.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like if they have access to that server, because it'd be fucking hilarious if we were playing on our server and like one of the Patreonies was like speeding, we could pull them over.
And shoot
You know,
him?
we do RP.
All right. Well, we'll take that all into consideration. So
We'll put a
hats
pin in
and
it.
apparently a server are an idea. I'll be honest. I kind of like the hat idea, but we'll see. We'll talk it over with the Patreonies. We do have a T public store, so if you want to check that out, we do have several designs up there. They go on sale all the time. We should be getting paid out for the what was it, June? For the June Pride shirts soon. So it won't be the biggest contribution probably to the Trevor Project's history, but we will be donating that to the Trevor Project. As far as shows go, Small Talk going live this Thursday. CW Live is what you're listening to now. OFAC uploading Thursday their episode. CW Clips, all the best moments of our show in 30-second cut down little clips. In and Outs of Collecting going live on Monday at a special time to correspond with Sideshow's the ending of Sideshow Con. Live and Let Dice presented by Ox Plays, that is going to be filming in August. So stay tuned for that. It's not gonna be a live show, I don't think. It's gonna be like a pre-record and then audio/video. Collecting Weekly Live Unboxing on Mondays. John, do you know what we're doing next Monday?
Not yet. I want to see. I want to make it a special one.
After Dark, 10:30 tomorrow night. That should be a fun time. We'll have plenty of things to discuss, I imagine, tomorrow with all the Toys Wonderland stuff. And then Ox Plays. We just did a really fun GTA stream for the first time in a while on Saturday. So if you want to check that out, there was some good moments in there. Nothing overtly police brutality, I don't think, but it was pretty fun. It was definitely fun. So Live and Let Dice, definitely going to be fun. Rarities is taking a little bit of a break. Well, they kind of figured things out. So for now, that show will be on hiatus, and Live and Let Dice will take its place in the network. Collecting Weekly Auxiliary is our Facebook group. Great group. We have a ton of fun there. We chat, pretty much all day, every day with the listeners of the show there. And as far as friends of the show, 6 Scale Scavengers, Optical 20, JB Collection, KG Collector, PJ the Paradox Nerd, Rogue 16, Boogie Manny, Jean from Third Party Reviews, the DCX, and John the Everyday Collector. A bunch of angels there, all putting up some fantastic content.
Can we add Will?
Yeah, that's a great idea. It's a great idea. We could take off...
Take me off.
Let's take off JB. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we'll work it out. Someone remind me tomorrow, and I'll do it tomorrow. Will's such a sweet guy.
Technically, it is tomorrow.
Actually, I'm sorry, Dr. Will. Dr. Will. What a
doctor?
great guy. Scott says, great show, guys. Some great discussions. Yeah, he just defended his PhD.
Big
He's officially a doctor. He's officially a doctor. What a guy.
What a show.
Anyways,
Holy
what
man.
a show. Shout out time. I wanted to shout out the eBay seller. Let me look up her eBay account. The one that sold me the Gandalf on Shadowfax. Inside the package there was like a nice little gift, and it was
Shadowfax or
like,
Shadowbox?
It's Shadowfax. I want to make sure that you know that, John. Shadowfax.
I thought it was Shadowbox.
I don't know why you would think that. Pandora's _box 82, sweet lady, sent me. It was like all these nice Gandalf prints, and I guess she has a cricket, one of those little cricket machines. Some cool like Lord of the Rings stickers. I mean, it was such a nice little unboxing experience.
Wait, what's a cricket machine?
It's like a thing that can cut things out. Like you pick a shape and it just like cuts it out. I don't know. Technology these days, Danny. Dean, do you have any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, shout out Mark the other day for joining the what were we doing? It was just After Dark, wasn't it?
Ox Plays?
After Dark and then Ox Plays, or I don't know what we were doing, but we were having fun. And he's an angel. And his podcast is coming out soon, so be on the lookout for that. It's about Lord of the Rings, actually. So heavy Lord of the Rings this month. And shout out to you guys. Shout out Eddie for coming back on the show and joining for the unboxing. I know he's mad that I wasn't on last night's unboxing. I was supposed to be, but the mail fucked me, of course. And shout out Mario.
Lawyer fucked me.
Huh?
It's from a movie.
Wow.
Lawyer.
Anyone else have any shout outs they want to give?
Yeah, shout out Mark again. I forgot I got that Rex from him this week. He gave me a good deal, so appreciate the hell out of that guy.
Shout out to all the wonderful people in the chat that spent the last 3 hours with us.
3 and 42, man. I'm so tired.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks.
No joke. Shout out, you, dude. I'm shocked.
Shout out to Kevin, who I met over the weekend. Brand new collector into the 6 scale game. Brother bought three hot toys. Brother bought 3 hot toys off of me the other night. We met up pretty late at an In-N-Out, and he's a new collector who's on fire. So shout out to Kevin.
Shout out
Kev.
You told him to join the.
He was here earlier.
Yeah, he was here. He was commenting earlier.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I guess
shout out to some other Patreons. A lot of people have been offering me deals on figures. lately, and I can't fucking afford them right now, just with all the pre-orders that are coming out and
It's
stuff
no longer
shipping.
Money Mendes.
So.
He's just Mendez.
Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I was Money Mendes. And I got
he flew too close to the sun.
Too close, dude. New apartment, rent is like a fucking mansion in Texas. So
yeah, Eddie, if you lived in Texas, you could live next to Dean's mom probably with that rent.
Jesus, man. But yeah, shout out to all those guys offering me great deals. I can't bite right now.
Bunch of angels. Anyways, great show, guys. Love to do these long ones. And that was kind of.
We know.
We'll catch you on the next. Zach used to get mad when the show would go longer than an hour.
This is where the whipping starts when the show ends. What the fuck you guys talk
I'm about to bitch out every single one of y'all. Anyways.
I'll show you the scars.
Anyway, I still can't believe Eddie, with no hesitation, said Dean was his favorite. That was the most hurtful thing that's ever happened. Anyways, I'm Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Mario.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Jonathan.
I'm Danny. Jumbo.
Jumbo, baby.
Jumbo, baby.
We'll catch you on the next episode.
Bye.